Tony Rome Live.
So how you been? You been okay? It's really good to see you again, sir. Just waiting on more people to come into the chat so we can get started. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. So Joseph, are you going back? When you going to travel? Where are you going this year? Okay, you say you're going to Costa Rica. Okay, that is cool. That's cool. That's a really nice place. Razor Ray's been in Costa Rica. He said that's a really good place to go. Costa Rica, I heard some really good things. And Jerry, oh, very good, very good, very good. I heard Jaco Beach. It's a really nice place. It's a lot safer too. It's a lot safer. I wouldn't be going to Colombia right now at the moment. Right now, I wouldn't go there right now. Matter of fact, this week there was another tourist that was found deleted at his hotel. He was turned he was turned up like face down in a jacuzzi in a hotel in Poblado. So this makes number 45. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's getting really sketchy down there. So that's why I've been kind of taking a step back a little bit because this will be the first year that I haven't been down there on my birthday. My birthday is September 11th, and I always go for my birthday. I always go for my birthday. But this probably be the I don't know, the first year in a long time that I haven't went. But hopefully, things will get better than they are. Hopefully next year will be better. So okay, I'm getting ready to jump into what's going on out here, guys. I have been giving you guys news about the economic situation that's going on in the world. Um, the reason why I give y'all economic news is because, like I said, what Charles Taylor used to say, in order to live abroad and go abroad, we have to have a strong US dollar. That is very, very important. And there's a lot of geopolitical economic stuff that is going on right now that people have no idea what's getting ready to happen. And I'm not giving you all this information, to be fear mongering or anything like this, but this is what we used to talk about years ago because the US dollar is very important for us to live abroad and stay abroad. If you plan on going to Thailand, Brazil, Colombia, whatever else that you want to live, you have to have a strong US dollar. So let me tell you something. There is a multipolar economy that's happening in the world right now. Okay. So now you have the BRICS countries and other countries are starting the process of what you call de-dollarization. Okay. So what they're doing is they want to be able to do trade, international trade, without the US dollar. So now you have China. You have China now is competing with the US dollar. Okay. Now China is saying that you no longer have to do trade in dollars anymore. You could do trade with the yuan. You could trade oil or whatever type of commodities that country have. You don't need the dollar anymore. What's up, man? Voice conscious, what's up? I think the time that America stopped traveling to Colombia. Yeah, many Americans has been killed, and Colombian authorities does nothing to solve these crimes again. Yeah, there was another person that was deleted this week. They found him turned, face down in the jacuzzi. It's like every single time this year I get ready to go back there, something happens. Every single time. I get ready to book my flight. I get ready, even though I don't have much of the money like I used to have. I said, well, maybe I'll go there for 5 days to see Barbie and Susie. I could just ooze in there, creep in there, creep out. But every time I make that decision to get ready to go, something happens. So we have close to over 45 people that has been deleted so far this year. 45. And they say it's happening under strange conditions. Okay? So, I got something I want to share you guys about. There's two topics we're going to talk about. I'm going to tell you about the guy that he went to Bogota and this is a really sad story. We're going to get into that topic, but there's some financial news that I think you should know. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because I'm telling you, get your money together now. Why you have the chance? Because I'm telling you, there is a big change that's coming economically in this world. Okay? And I want you guys just to listen to this professor of economics. Just for example, he's going to tell you about what's going on. And then we're going to go back and forth about this subject, about what happened in Colombia, okay? I'm just trying to, change their lives up a little bit. Then we can talk about multiple conversations and things. If you have any questions, you can jump in. I got the live stream link, something that you want to share or anything like that. So I just want us to be able to get back on, listen to, get information, about traveling, about how we can, set up shop in other countries and be able to get tangibles. I want us to have tangible things. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, listen to this guy, and he's going to tell you exactly what we are facing out here. So I'm telling you guys, get your money, your paper together. When you go to these countries like Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, wherever you want to go, make sure you go there for tangibles. Go there to invest. Because back in the day, let me tell you this, back in the day with Charles Tyler, we used to talk about owning land, owning real estate. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the Philippines is another country we need to stop. Oh, the Philippines. Okay. Women are very well protected and can press charges against men for practically anything. And you don't want to end up you don't want to end up in jail. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, you don't want to end up in a foreign country in the jail. No, you do not. And I heard Thailand is like that too. The girls can make up anything against you and they have you locked up. You gotta be careful. These girls will set you up. Okay, so let's listen to what this guy has to say. I just want to pass on some information to you guys. You know what I'm saying? To keep us safe, to keep us, I want us to be financially prepared for what's coming. It's coming. Okay, the U.S. should stop sending Colombian aid until they address this. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Arizona. I'm gonna tell you something. I really think that they're gonna do something. I think they're gonna do something because this is a bit too much. This is really a bit too much. Yeah, but you don't want to end up in the Philippine jail. No, you don't want to end up there. Okay. Arizona, everybody, Joseph, voice conscious, everybody's on here. Let's listen what this professor is saying about the economic situation, how bad what America is facing. So we all can get prepared for what's get ready to come. Here we go.
There was already growing interest in light of what happened in Britain and in light of what happened in France. That interest is now becoming more intense. As we have seen before, that is one area that is creating, at the very least, enormous uncertainty, political, economic, cultural, you name it. Perhaps even bigger issue although slower in terms of its evolution, is the changing world economy. The United States is in a very, very unusual and difficult situation.
You heard what he said. We are in a very difficult situation. The U.S. should stop sending Colombian aid until they address this problem. I think they're going to. I think they're going to do something. I think they are going to do something. I think they're because this is happening too many times, and I can't go there right now when it's like this. I mean, I get my girls. They call me all the time, ask me, "Am I coming for my birthday?" September 11th is my birthday. I'm always in Colombia on my birthday. So one called and said, "Well, are you still coming?" I said, "I don't know because there's too much stuff going." It's like the deaths down there are mysterious type of death. They keep the Colombian authorities saying that these people are dying under mysterious circumstances. Wait till we talk about the guy that 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 was found deleted in his Airbnb in Bogota. The current administration, yes sir, yes sir. The current administration will not. No, they're not going to do nothing. No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't think if Kamala Harris gets in office, she's not going to do anything. But listen to how much trouble this country's in financially. And this is what I'm telling you guys to get prepared.
Unusual in the sense we haven't had anything like it for a century, and difficult because we face the United States now, I'm speaking of, and to some degree this includes Europe as well, the first serious competitor, the People's Republic of China, now with its allies in the BRICS configuration.
Remember what I told you about the BRICS countries are coming together now? You got Russia, China, South Africa, Brazil, and Russia. Russia is the chairman of BRICS, okay? And then now you have other countries are coming together saying that we no longer want to trade in US dollars anymore. We want to either trade in our own currency or BRICS is developing its own currency. Let's see, what's say Tony? Hey, do you go to Colombia to get placed with security? Yeah, I always get security, man. One thing about me, I always stay in a hotel. The hotels that I stay in, they get their ID, they copy the ID, they make them sign papers before they even come see me. And then not only that, the girls that I see, I vet them very carefully. I vet them. I talk to them before I come. Matter of fact, me and Susie, before we even met, we talked for 3 years. 3 years. Me and Susie talked for 3 years. I did not see her. All the time I was going to Colombia, back and forth, back and forth. And then I tell her, I said, yeah, I came to Colombia. She said, why didn't you see me? Why didn't you let me come over? I said, well, I just want to get to know you before I see you. But yes, I always get security is very important. Let's see. Regarding the economy, if you are able to buy silver, yeah, get silver and gold. Yes, because what you want to do is get your money out of dollar assets. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make use of the dollar right now while you have it. Why the dollar is the major currency, is the reserve currency of the world right now. So right now the dollar is good. Well, it's still losing its purchasing power. It's lost 40, 50, 60 or 70% of its purchasing power. Let me give you an example. You see this quarter right here. This quarter. Y'all see this quarter? Believe it or not, when I was a kid, you used to be able to buy 2 bags of chips with 1 quarter. when I was a kid. 1 quarter would buy 2 bags of chips. What can a quarter get you now? Nothing. It takes almost $4 now to buy 2 bags of chips. I think a bag of chips now is $2.50. I don't eat. I'm just giving an example. A bag of chips is $2.50. So now to buy 2 bags of chips, it would cost you almost $4. Okay, like I said, back in the day when I was a kid, you used to be able to buy 2 bags of chips with this quarter. The purchasing power is going down. Your dollar's not as worth as it used to worth. It's worth as much as it did before. The Bogota incident does not. It does not. You're right. It don't make sense. It's like they are covering something up. You know what? We're gonna get into this Bogota thing too. We're gonna get into this Bogota thing because, man, let me tell you what's so sad about the Bogota situation. Okay, let's get over here to the Bogota situation. Okay, let's get into the Bogota situation. Okay. A New York man died on the trip to Colombia. It took his grieving mom to learn what happened. It took months for his mom to find out what happened. Okay? The guy's name is Omar Watson. He made a promise to his mother before he left New York City for Colombia in late February. He went to Bogota in late February. Okay? Moments before he climbed into the rideshare to the airport, they hugged in the kitchen of their Brooklyn home, and she reminded him of her only request when he travels. Okay? I told him, Omar, if nothing else, make sure that every time that you get into your Airbnb at night, that you will message me and say, Mommy, I am okay. Hence, that's why Watson told CNN, he said that he would do that, okay? Her 31-year-old son sent her a message after his first full day in Bogota, okay? And on February the 24th, and the second day, okay? So he calls her on the first day he was there, and he calls her on the second day, and he calls her on the third day. So they had this thing that they would call each other every night, basically every night, okay? He did not check on the fourth night, so she called him instead, okay? She called him. And unfortunately, it was the last time that she heard his voice in the early afternoons of February the 29th. Less than 2 days after the phone call, Omar Watson was found dead in his bathroom in his Airbnb. Wow. Wow. And guess what? It took his mom 5 months to find out what happened. This is Omar Watson right here. This is the guy. It took his mom 5 months to find out what was the cause of her son's death. Okay? Hold on, let me see some of these comments. Oh boy, I tell you. The main security in Colombia is not dating women of the night. Yep. Once you get yourself in contact with the chicas of the night, anything can happen. Some of them are very, very dangerous. Some of them are very, very, very dangerous. Okay. So now let me finish telling y'all the story about Omar. Okay, now this is what's crazy. Okay. It took the Colombian authorities to find out exactly how he passed away. And the autopsy results, they came back and they said that he passed away because of a pulmonary embolism. Okay. I don't know if you ever heard of a pulmonary embolism, but it's a blood clot that starts in the leg. Okay, it goes through the major arteries up into the lungs, and it blocks the lungs from getting oxygen. It's a blood clot called a pulmonary emboli. This is what the Colombian authorities say. This is what this man died of. But his mom is not buying it, because when the authorities came, when they found him, all of his things were missing. His iPad was gone, his phone was gone, and his wallet was gone. Okay. Now, what's so crazy about this whole situation is that when his mom got his suitcase back, there were female clothing in the suitcase. That is strange. That is strange. There were female clothing in his suitcase from a petite woman. So his mom was like, why would he have female clothing in his suitcase? That doesn't make any sense. That's what's so strange about this particular situation. And when they found him, he was in the bathroom, leaned up against the door. They say in the kneeling position. But the Colombian authorities also said from November of last year to December of last year, 8 foreigners have died under mysterious circumstances. And we just had someone else that passed away in a hotel in Poblado, at a hotel, that he was turned face down in the jacuzzi. That's crazy. That is the weirdest case. Come on, yeah, it is weird. This is weird. This is weird. And you know what? You know, it's really crazy. All the other cases are weird because nobody really knows what's going on. I've been going to Colombia for years, every year, for the last 10 years. I go there all the time, multiple times, Barranquilla, Medellin. I mean, I have never heard this type of thing that's going on. This is really strange. And his mother, I really feel bad for his mom, because his mom, she just lost her mind. That was her only son. That was her only son. And she told him to every night to call me and let me know that you're okay. And she said she had a bad feeling this time when he went. I'm not saying everybody down there is bad, because they're not. I met some really good people while I was there. Colombia, stay up, kid. Why you say stay out of your country? Why? I'm not saying nothing bad about your country. Who are you? So why are you calling me a trick? We're just trying to find out what's going on. Okay? Tired of y'all doing what? What are you tired of? I always show respect for the country. I always say good things about the country. What are you tired of? Said leave our women alone. Like what? I don't bother the women there. What you mean by leave our women alone? I'm respectful to the women there. I always have been respectful. Yeah, I think he's a troll too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to block him out. Sorry, sir. We don't use those type of language on this channel. Okay, he's gone. Wow. I'm dealing with my first troll. Yeah, he was a troll. Stick up kid. Oh my God. Guys, I'm trying to be serious with y'all. Y'all making me laugh. Last I laughed, Harry. You guys are too much, man. You guys are too much. Oh man, I tell you, there's so many trouble. I blocked him, so he's removed. He won't be coming back here no more. Okay, too many Colombians don't want tourists and expats in Colombia. Yeah, that's true. When I was in Medellin, I saw the Yankee go. Yeah, I did too. Yes, I did. Yes, when I was there last year in October, yes, I did see that. And the problem. You remember I told you guys the problem was the problem that we was having. The main thing I seen this was going to happen years ago when these passport pookies, as you call them, was putting like bad videos and things on YouTube and Facebook. And I knew that it was going to rebel if they kept putting that type of content up. That made us look bad too, That made us look bad too. So things got even worse. They got much worse. Yeah. So let's finish listening to this professor. See what he got to say.
These are uncharted waters. There is no experience with such a competitor for a very long time. The competition gets more difficult.
Yep, the competition with China is getting more and more difficult. That's what he's saying. Okay. That is what he's saying. He said, "What's up? What's up, Justin? How you doing, sir? It is so good to see you every week." Yeah, I know. Yeah, there was another one. They found where he was turned face down in a jacuzzi. Yeah, under mysterious circumstances. These passport bros hate the passport. Yeah, these Colombians. Yeah, they do. They do not like us. They don't. And I'm telling you, the last time I was there, I felt a very negative vibe that I never felt before. I felt a very negative vibe. It wasn't good. I didn't feel safe for the first time that I've been going down there for years. It's like I was constantly like looking over my shoulder, like, okay, am I going to get robbed because me and my girl that I showed you guys, we did almost get robbed. We almost did. We had to run from the motos. Actually, they were trying to get my phone. And no, they was trying to get my camera, and they was trying to get her phone. But you can't trust nobody. You can't. Hello, Wilbro. How you doing? How are you, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Tony Night Live on Sunday, man. It's good to have everybody. Good to have you. Good to have y'all, man. Man, it's so good to see y'all again. I tell you, man, it's so good to see you. There's so much stuff going on out here. Yeah, I got my Colombian shirt. I was ready to go. I was ready to go, but I keep getting. It's like every week, I'm getting news about something happening. You know, you know. They found another tourist in the hotel, face down in the jacuzzi, under mysterious circumstances. It's definitely not safe anymore. No, to visit Medellin, let alone Colombia. My suggestion is to gatekeep countries you want to visit, because if you tell these expats, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be ruined. It's going to be ruined. Now, I talked to Razor Reyes the other day. He's in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. So it sounds like to me that maybe the DR would be the place to go for right now instead of going to Colombia. That's what it sounded like to me. Because I know a lot of us, we can't, most of us, we have jobs, we work, we can't go way out to Thailand. We can't go way out to Brazil, or somewhere very far away, because my job I get what you call PTO hours. I get PTO hours, so I have to put in time in advance to have these days off. Let's see. Hey Tony, can you send me the link so I can come on and talk about my experience? Yeah, sure. Let me put the link in there again. Hold on 1 second, brother. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got the link. I got the link inside. Okay. Hey, they don't like you. No, they don't. Would you like anyone and constantly displaying your woman as yes. I know exactly what you're talking about, Jack Black. Absolutely. And I said this stuff years ago. I talked about this years ago and people laughed at me. I said this was going to backfire on you. Stop putting your business on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube about what you do with these girls. But they laughed at me. Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. You a simp. You a simp. That's all they call this. That's all they know how to call you, is a simp. All right, brother. I just had you on. Are you there?
Hey Tony, how you doing? How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Brother, man. I'm trying to stay alive, brother. Just trying to hang in there. What about yourself?
Yeah. So sorry about the
No,
background.
you
Sorry,
fine.
it's audio problem.
No, you fine, brother.
All right.
So what's happening?
Okay. So one thing is I want to say is traveling overseas has been good for me. And one thing I do want to keep in mind is that if you want to like kind of play it safe, always get security. And one thing I always do is I make sure that my place always has a safe.
Okay, right. That's why I have a safe too. Okay. And what else? Go ahead, take your time.
Yeah. So and another thing is that what I would do before going there is having, like, what I'm trying to say is look at what the place looks like, and look through the picture to see if you actually like it and just book it. And
Okay, I hear you. Keep going.
yeah. And another thing is make sure under the amenities that they have the safe and the security, and somewhere where it's kind of like off.
Okay. Okay. So you say you get a safe and everything.
Right.
And what else you said that you do? You get the safe and what else? You get security,
Well,
right?
yeah, you get the security, and we had like it was a place I stayed. It was a place I stayed.
Okay.
It was like a safe. Well, it's like no, it's a security around the facility. So it was like you couldn't like really get in. Like they would have to check the ID and do all that stuff.
Okay. Okay. That's what I have too. When I go, it'd be actually police in the building.
Right.
And when we go to the cafeteria, well, the restaurant in the hotel, there be two actually Colombian police officers be standing at the door. They watch people as they go in and go. The place where I usually stay, they have a lot of security there, and they check the ID, and the girls actually had to sign a consent form, a consent,
Right.
saying that you know you won't do this, you won't do that, you're responsible for this. So it kind of um, has like a filtering, it's a vetting process, basically. But one thing I would tell you, have you ever been to Colombia before? Do you ever travel there?
Yes, I have. Yes,
Okay.
I have one time. It was before the actual war started.
Okay, this is before all this stuff happened. What I would do is I would be very careful what you eat and drink around anybody. Be careful where you lay your drink at. You know what I'm saying? Don't lay your drink around anybody. Like for example, let me show
Hey
you.
Tony, for a minute, Tony, I'm gonna take a quick time out because I'm gonna check the audio because something's in the background, and I'm gonna see if I can come back on and talk.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
give me 20
yeah,
minutes, okay? I
yeah,
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
yeah. Come back. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Like this young lady right here is a good example. Real nice person. Here, let me show you. Let me play this video again here. So she's coming by to visit. Real nice, beautiful Colombian girl I met. Very sweet. Paid a taxi. Very nice girl. This is the one I really miss. Very nice girl. This is the one I really miss. Okay, you sound pretty bad. You sound worse, Joseph. Yeah, you sound kind of worse. No, pretty bad. You sound worse, Joseph. Wow. I don't know what that was. So we was getting ready to do lunch together. So we already went to the desk. They already checked the ID. Everything's fine. So we go get something to eat. We go into a buffet. The hotel has a buffet restaurant, all you can eat. But even as nice as what up, Razor Razor's here, y'all. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Razor Rays. What's up, Razor? Was talking about you, man. You in Punta Cana. Hey man, if you want to jump on, tell everybody what they need to do. That the DR may be the place to go instead of Colombia right now because Razor they found another tourist deleted in a hotel. BMT was talking about the scopolamine drug and what they can get to help yourself. Let me see. Hold on so we can see that. Yeah. Razor saying Punta Cana is lit. He says it's lit out there, man. And one thing, Razor, he seems very relaxed. He seems very relaxed. Let me see. Charcoal capsules, keep some of your in case you suspect drug. Yeah, you're right, Green Bee. Yeah. Yeah, you should keep some of that with you. If you feel that you've been poisoned, you take it. And what that does, it absorbs the poison. Absolutely. Yeah, Razor said Punta Cana's lit. He said Punta Cana is lit. So I would choose that place right now to go right now instead of going to Colombia right now because it's not safe to go right now. Razor right now. Razor is in Punta Cana, DR, Dominican Republic, and he loves it there. Yeah. That's another one. Yeah. They found him turned face down in the jacuzzi. They found him. He was just floating in the water in the jacuzzi. Yep. So Razor is saying that Punta Cana is the place to be right now. But this girl right here, as nice as she is, as beautiful as she is, I still don't lay my drink around her or anybody. I don't care how nice they are. I don't care how beautiful they are. Because she was really nice. She was like one of the best ones I had in Colombia. This woman right here. Beautiful. Had a beautiful time. But I don't lay my drink down around nobody. I don't get that comfortable. Look at her, she's nice, sweet, very sweet person. Sexy, passionate, fun. Joseph Davis says, shout out to Razor Rays. Shout out to you, Razor. The problem is not the women in those foreign countries, but it is the low life attention seeking men. Let me see. It's the low life attention seeking men. Jack Black, you got I don't understand that. You said the problem is not the men, it's those foreign countries, but it's the low life attention seeking men. So there's something with the women. You got to be on guard 24/7 when traveling, especially to Colombia, which I have never planned on visiting that because I know I have a target on your back. Yeah, you do have a target on your back. But too, it all depends on how you move down there too. But it's right now, it's not the time to go. I'm telling y'all, it's not the time to go. Not right now until they find out what's going on down there. I think you should be where Razor Rays is right now in Punta Cana. The Dominican Republic would be a place. I've never heard of anybody. Well, I mean, I've heard some things every now and then. You may hear something, but not on a consistent basis. Not on a consistent basis. This has been going on too long. To me, when is enough is going to be enough. And then you have the situation in Brazil. Okay. And you know what's really kind of sad about the situation in Brazil that I found out? I'm not judging nobody, but he lost his life trying to clap some cheeks. And he was married. So he sacrificed himself to be with this female, and to be with his wife, and he ended up losing his life on the process. That's what happens. For most of those men traveling to foreign countries are low lives or low class, who lack self-respect. Yeah, because they constantly mess with the same type of females. They call them bottom feeders. That's what they call them. And if you deal with girls of the night, then prepare to pay the consequences. Because the girls that I know there, like this female right here, she always tell me, stay away from the girls of the night. That's what they call them, girls of the night. Because she said, if you go out of your safety zone, there's nothing I could do for you. I can't do nothing for you. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for being on the live tonight. The lives are getting better. I had Razor Rays that came. He's here on the live today. It was good to have him. He's in Punta Cana right now, guys, living the life. He's in Punta Cana enjoying himself on the beach with beautiful girls. And guess what? He's not looking over his back every 2 seconds. When you go to a vacation, when you go to a foreign country, you want to feel safe. I was through out of you was through out of oh, Sean, you gotta tell me about that. You say you was through out of Colombia. Oh my gosh. Why, Sean? Why? Yeah, what happened? You gotta tell us, bro. Man, I got the link, man. You can come in the live and tell us what happened. I want to know what happened, Sean. You got to tell that story now. You got too many people. Come on, guys. Let's make Sean come into the live and tell his story. Jack Black is wrong, and some are low lives. Yeah, some are low lives. Not all. Yeah. Yeah. So she said Harry with the okay. You say Harry? So what happened in Colombia, sticker? Okay, what happened? He said stick up kid. Okay, what happened in Colombia? Y'all tell me what happened in Colombia. What happened? I want to know, Sean. I'm the stick up, so I am come on the next live. Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that, Sean. You come to the next live now. Okay. Oh, Eric, man, it's so good to see you. Eric's in the house. Jack Black, no, it's the Chica setting up honey traps. The drugging and the setups are supposed to be affiliated with gangs. Yes. Yeah, they're messing with the gangs. But let me tell you something, guys. You got to take your time, and you got to vet the females better. You got to vet them better. Like this female here, I'm showing you all again right here. She was cool people. Very cool people. You say you did, okay. Say, did you get kicked out of Colombia, Sean? Sean said you got kicked out. He said, yes, Harry, I did. Okay. Over at Chica? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Sean, you got to tell us what happened. Over at Chica, what happened? What happened with between you and the Chica? Yes, I do. I miss her very much. I really miss this girl right here. I really miss her very much. Yes, I do. How did you know, brother? Arizona. Yeah, I do miss her. She's beautiful. I talked to her the other day, and she just keep asking me when I'm coming back. She was nice. She was really nice. She's really sweet. But even as nice as this girl is, or any female that you don't know, I do not lay my drink unattended. Never. Never. I don't care how innocent, how nice, how pretty they are. I never leave my drink alone. Never. I never get that comfortable. Arizona Furry, I am wrong. I did not say all, but most. Their behavior displays the truth to the world. My judgment is based on their behavior, not my opinion. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Maybe there's a way to bring her to you for. I wish I could. I wish I could bring her here. But America is just so freaking. It's so toxic here, man. With this election going on and stuff, America is going down. It is. It is. I would hate to bring her here. Tony, where are you going for your birthday? What I'm doing is, Harry, I know I won't be in Colombia for my birthday there. I usually be with them or with her. I'm gonna be home stacking my paper, man. I'm gonna be at home stacking my paper. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And I told you guys that I was working on a project, a real an e-commerce website that I've been building. It's a Shopify, Amazon website that I'm building. So I got this guy in Bangladesh that's helping me do it. Real good guy, real smart dude. So what we got to work on, like I've been telling you guys, we got to work on our paper, man, because the economic collapse is coming, man. It's coming, and we got to get prepared. Okay, if Colombia will get itself together, if I'm going back for her or going back to be with her, my paper got to be right. Okay, because the value of the dollar is going down. Now you have China out there saying that we have a better currency than you all have. And then there's other countries that are coming aboard with BRICS. Bringing a woman over here for us is a one-way to her Western. Yep, to be westernized. Yep, in under a year. Tony, you still approach women, or is the dating scene it's dead here? The dating scene is dead here. It's dead. I have not, let me tell you this, I'm going to tell you guys the truth, but the truth, nothing but the truth. I have not, since I returned from Colombia, I have not had a date in the state since October of last year. I have not been with a girl since October. Believe it. This is how spoiled that these girls have made me. I understand what some YouTubers saying they're not coming back here. They staying abroad because the culture here is gone. There is no culture in America anymore. And the economy is going down with it. So I'm telling you all, whatever it is that you do, make sure that you do it quickly. That's all I'm telling you. Make sure that you do it quickly while you have a chance. Okay? Make sure you do it quickly. Because de-dollarization is happening rapidly. Listen what this professor said again. It's more what this professor had to say.
Literally, with each passing week, there is enormous conflict and division in the United States as to how to cope with this problem, or even whether we can cope with this problem. So we have enormous challenges and uncertainties.
See, told you, listen what he said. He said uncertainty. Bringing the woman over here from overseas, yep, no, don't bring her. I will never bring her here. She wouldn't be happy here. She wouldn't. I agree with you, Tony. Most of these guys are chasing women above chasing the money. Yep. These guys will sell their soul for the night with those. See, what I'm trying to tell you guys, this is the most important thing that I'm trying to show you guys. Okay. To tell you guys. Time waits on nobody. Okay. 5 years, 6 years, 7 years go by just like that. Okay. So do you want to be bouncing around these countries and stuff like that for the next 10 years and got nothing to show for? What do you have to show for? I messed up. I should be much more further ahead than what I am right now. I should be living abroad right now. I should be doing that. But I didn't take the time seriously. I didn't invest seriously. That's what Charles Tyler used to talk about back during the Black Man's Option. There was a guy I met on Charles Tyler's group. This brother went to the DR. He purchased 3 Airbnbs. Okay? He purchased them. He created 3 Airbnbs and he rents them out to people. And he has a residual income coming in all the time. And you know what? I was on I Am Mara's channel the other day. Guess what he did to that house in Nairobi, Kenya? He built a house on his land. This brother had a 10-year plan. I remember when he started and where he is now. So what he's going to do is that when him and his wife, well, he's married now, so he has a companion, but he's going to go back out and do some more content again, travel. He's going to rent his resort, his Kenya resort, his house, his village, where the house is, while he's gone. So he's going to be making money. Those are tangible things, guys. That's what you want to be invested in. Tony, do you invest? Yes, I do. Yes. I own gold too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is on the next live, I'm going to tell y'all the stocks that I invest in, okay? I'm going to tell y'all the stocks that I invest in. Yeah, so there's no time to worry. You got women over here claiming that they want to go 50-50 or want a man pay all bills, which means it's going to be a lot of single women left behind. Yeah, that's true. There's going to be a lot of people left behind. And see, I got a birthday coming up, September 11th. Guys, listen to me. I will be 60 years old. Went by just like that. 60 years went by just like that. It literally, it feels like, God, I'm not making this up. It's like I went to bed at 20 years old and I woke up at 60. Just like that. Just time went by just like that. Yeah, Mara was the passport bro OG. Yes, Mara was doing good. But what's so fascinating what he did, I remember when he started. I remember when this brother started. Okay? I remember he started 10 years ago. He started his channel. He was doing YouTube content in Medellin. He was doing YouTube content in Medellin. And then he branched off, then he started going to other places. I remember when he only had 2,000 subscribers. And I used to be one of his main people I used to talk to him. You know, my name was Tony. He remember who I was. But now he got 500 subscribers. He don't even remember who I am now. But the reason why I'm using him as an example, that brother had a plan. Just imagine if he was started at 10 years ago, and then he'd be at the same spot that he was 10 years back. Because see, once those 10 years go by, once those years go by, you're not getting those years back again. It's over. And let me tell you something else too. I am blessed to have lived as long as I have. There are a lot of people that's not even making it at my age. I agree, Tony. I'm 32. Yeah, believe me, it's going to happen fast. I feel like I left behind in the mold, lost 65 plus pounds since. Oh, very good. And I'm in an engineering boot camp online. There's no time. No, it's not. There's no time. There's no time to procrastinate. Stop playing around. Get your passport. Get your stuff. Get your paper together. Get your money together. Buy you some land. Buy you a house and build on that land and pay it off. Get rid of all your debt. Take advantage of the dollar while you have it. Because it's getting ready to be a huge change is coming. And once the reset happens, it's too late. It's too late. Look up, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We in September already. This year's just about gone. We're going to be wishing people a Happy New Year in about a few months. Time waits on nobody. And there's no guarantee that you're going to wake up tomorrow. I'm telling you, I wish I knew what I knew now that I did 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I would be retired. And let me tell you, oh, guys, you guys want to hear something funny, something crazy? Oh, Smooth Life is here. Smooth Life. Smooth Life. What's up? Smooth Life, why do you have to say stuff like that? I don't look white. I'm black. Smooth Life. Smooth Life is so crazy. How you doing, Smooth Life? This guy, Smooth Life, he got his head on right. I'm proud of that brother. Smooth Life, I'm very proud of you. I'm not telling your business, but me and you had talked, and I am happy for what you're doing. You keep up the good work, what you're doing. Let me see. For your birthday, go to Dominican Republic and check out the Blue Ice Piano Bar. That sounds like that'd be a good thing to do for my birthday. But like I said, right now, this year, Joseph, what I'm doing this year is that I'm stacking my paper. I'm stacking my paper. I'm building. I showed you guys my e-commerce website. I showed you all that on the last live. I got like 20 products on there right now. So I'm constantly building the inventory. I'm working with Amazon and Shopify. You know what I'm saying? I got my checkout. Everything's about ready to go. My the guy who I'm working with, he's my digital marketer. So he's gonna start doing campaigns on the store. It's an actual store. It's an actual store. Say this guy look like me. No, I mean, no, you're black, but he looks like you physically, just a facial feature. And yeah, I appreciate it, OG. No, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, this professor, he's brilliant. That white dude don't look like, he's always Justin said, that white dude don't look like you. Tony looks like, yeah, Justin, brother. Oh, man. I love you, Justin. Thank you. Justin, Smooth Life is laughing. Y'all so crazy. But listen some more what this OG has to say about the economic collapse.
And then the underlying reality is that we're a society that has been undergoing a growing gap between rich and poor, unequal distributions of wealth and poverty that get worse with each passing decade for at least now the last 40 years.
So you hear that? The gap between the rich and the poor is getting wider and wider and wider. Okay? And see, that's what Charles Tyler was talking about here in America. The gap between the rich and the poor is getting worse and worse and worse. Most of you all right now probably can't even afford a house right now. I bet you can't. Tony, you have guys quitting their jobs to go and chase women overseas. They are completely out of touch. Yeah, they're out of touch with reality. If you go, my thing is, if you're going to go to Thailand, if you're going to go to Colombia, if you're going to go to the DR, get something out of it. Get something out of it. Go in there, look around, because that's what I was doing when I was in Colombia. I was looking at apartments. I was looking at their grocery stores. I was looking at their hospitals. And I said, this is the place do I want to live? This is the place I want to be? You know what I'm saying? Because Colombia, Medellin was going to be the place that I was going to move. I was going to move there. I was going to retire there. But with these turn of events that happened in the last 2 years, because I'm going to be honest with you, I love the weather in Medellin. I do. I love it. It's like the weather just perfect. It's just like it's not too hot. It's not too cold. And the area where I was in was a very good area. It had the malls, it had the restaurants, it had everything that you wanted, the parks, friendly people. Tony, where you get your smooth ways from the devil, old pimp. I used to be a Mac. I used to be the Mac of the year, bro. I used to be a Mac. They used to call me Mac Daddy. I still am a Mac. No, I'm not a Mac anymore. The middle class is dead. It's going to be to have the rich and the poor. Yeah. And wait till the economic collapse happens. Wait till de-dollarization and the debt just pops. Then you're not going to be able to do anything. Because China already is telling other countries that our currency is better than ours. Okay? So there's a competition between BRICS and the West. Okay? So they said, well, you no longer have to trade in dollars anymore. You could trade in the yuan. You could trade in the ruble. You could trade with the BRICS currency. Or you could use a digital currency. There are countries right now are doing cross-border trading with digital currency. So people are becoming less and less and less involved with the dollar. That's what I'm telling you. And then when that happens, that means that there will be nobody there to buy U.S. debt anymore. So how's Social Security going to be paid? How's Medicare going to be paid? Where's this money going to come from? When the reset happens, you're going to have hyperinflation. Justin, I see him with the pimp, all fit and all. Yeah, I used to be, bro. Tony, meet one of your chicas in Panama, fly her down instead of Colombia. Yeah. I'm just getting, Eric, I'm just getting my paper together. Right now, like I said, I'm getting my website together. I got that Amazon store that I'm building. And because my goal is, this is what we used to talk about during the Charles Tyler days. You know what I'm saying? Creating multiple ways of income. That's going to be very important in this new economy. Okay? So what I'm saying is, Eric, I want to do something tangible. If I go to Panama or Colombia, I want to be on my computer. I'm trading in the stock market, making money off of dividends, and I'm making purchases. People are making purchases on my store. Okay? Because let me tell you something, Social Security is not going to take care of you. By the time you guys get of age, there will not be probably a Social Security. And guess what? Let me tell you how much. If I would retire right now, okay, I'm 60 years old now, right? You can start withdrawing Social Security when you're 62. You don't get all of it, but you get some of it. But check this out. This is what I've heard, and this is what I've read, and this is what I calculated of my Social Security. When you turn 67, you can withdraw, you get your full benefits of Social Security. Guess how much you get back? Guess how much? They telling me I only be eligible for $1,230 something every month. How can you live off of $1,200 and something every month in this economy? Mac Morrison returned to the Mac, made the son, Tony Mac. Yeah. I was a Mac. Oh man. Hey guys, let me ask you a question. Y'all want me to show you one of my Mac suit jackets? Y'all want to see it? Put in the description. Y'all want to see one of my jackets that I used to wear when I was Macking. Y'all want me to go get it? Y'all want me to show it to you? Say yes in the chat. Y'all want me to go get it? Smooth life. You want me to get it? I didn't even worry about retirement because I know retirement in my 60s won't be a thing. Nope. Let me say that. Ain't gonna be a suicidal security for me. I know, yeah, it's gonna be bad. Yep. How can you live off of $1,200 a month? $1,200 a month. Now we talked about when I reached 67. Okay. So you talk about almost another 10 years. And guess what? That 10 years gonna go by just like that. Watch. I'm gonna be on here before you know it. Oh guys, guess what I am? I'm 70 years old. If I make it. I hope to make it. He said he wants me to get it. Yeah, y'all want me to get it? Hold on 1 second. Check this out. This is the Mac of the Year jacket right here. Y'all see it? This is my OG jacket. Right here. Can you see it? Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it now? Wait a minute, what's going on? Y'all can't see it. Hold on. There we go. This is it right here. Let me see if I can put it on. See if I... Hold on for a minute. It's my OG jacket right here. Y'all see it? Look at these buttons right here. I used to have the cufflinks that used to go with it. Let me keep it on for y'all, okay? Yeah, you should shirt. I usually have a hanky and everything that go with it too. Hanky that goes with it. Have the matching pants, everything to go with it too. Hey guys, you remember what we was talking about? You remember we was talking about time? You remember I told you how important time is? You remember? Guess how old I was when I bought this jacket? Guess how old I was when I bought this jacket? Put it in the chat. What do you think? How old was I when I purchased this jacket? Take a guess. Okay, you said 30. Okay. There you go. 24 years. I was 25 years old when I purchased this jacket. 25. I was 25 when I purchased this jacket. Okay? 24 years old. He's right. I was 25. So look how fast 34 years have went. You see what I'm saying? It was like yesterday I purchased this jacket. 34 years went by in the snap of the finger. When I look at this jacket, I say this can't be. This is not real. It couldn't be 34 years. Went by that fast. And that's why I do these lives. This OG is telling y'all young cats, to take your time very seriously. Yep, I told you. I'm not making this up. Yep, I don't believe in the afterlife. I believe only we have one life. Yeah, we only got one life. We only got one life, and once it's over, it's gone. Ain't no more Thailand, ain't no more Colombia, ain't no more DR, it's over. Now, Justin, I do believe in the afterlife. I mean, everybody have their own belief. I believe there's something more to this life than this, if you're doing the right things, you know. But yeah. And then they turn around and tell me that when you turn 67 to retire, you're only going to get $1,200 a month for Social Security. Where can you live in the States for $1,200 with Social Security? That's why I had to wake up. Because you'll fool around and you be out in the streets. This won't even pay rent right here, $1,200 a month. You can't even pay rent with $1,200 a month. Yeah, each his own. Yeah. I bought this jacket, let me see, at this place called Northland Shopping Center here in Detroit. Now it's out of business. I was going to we used to have cabarets back in the day, the cabarets. Yeah. But see, what I'm preparing for is the economic collapse. That's what I'm preparing for. Because once hyperinflation gets here, that retirement nothing ain't gonna mean nothing. That's why you gotta create multiple layers of income. That's what I keep telling you guys. You're not gonna be able to just have one job anymore. You have to work double. You're gonna have to really work really hard. And even in the foreign countries, you're gonna have to do this. Just more like, I hope I'm wrong, but you'll never know. Yeah. You can't get anything where I live in anything other. Nope, you can't. Not here, you can't. I hear you, Ken. You know, I was talking to this female. She got 3 kids. She said that her grocery bill, she got a little baby, she got a daughter, I think she got a boy, I think she got 3. I was just talking to her today. She said her grocery bill is $800 a month. Just on her grocery bill. $800 a month on food. Me, I don't have no kids. People call me, oh, you're a grandpa. I ain't no grandpa. I don't have no kids. I wish I was a grandpa, but I'm not. I don't even have no kids. But just me by myself, I pay probably, oh my gosh, for groceries, I got at least pay like $600 a month just on groceries. And that's being a single man. So I can't even imagine if you had kids. I didn't have a job in college, so they never hired me. Yeah, I didn't have a job in college, so they never hired me. Well, you probably want to start doing something, bro. Don't waste your time. I'm glad you're talking about inflation. Yeah, it's happening overseas. Yeah, it's happening overseas. But there's a reason why the birth rate has decreased because it's way too expensive. Let me show y'all something else too. This is my favorite juice right here. I love this stuff. This is cranberry 100%. Okay. Here in the States, this bottle of juice costs $4. It went from $2.50. It went from $2 to $3 to $4. Okay. When I went to Colombia in Medellin at their, they got a grocery store called Jumbo's there. Jumbo's. Okay. The same bottle of juice there in Colombia. We talk about hyperinflation. I talked about this before. This bottle of juice in Colombia, in Medellin, at their store, costs 30,000 pesos. This. Okay. Now, I have the American dollar over there, so, $1 is equivalent to 4,000 Colombian pesos, right? When I paid for this bottle, when I went grocery shopping, because I used to get my own stuff to try to save money, but sometimes the hotel, their food costs a lot. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I just, like when I have guests to come over, you don't have to wine and dine them all the time. You can get some subs. You can cut them in half. Give them, you can make your dollar stretch. But this bottle of juice over there was equivalent to almost $7. Almost $7. Okay, actually it's like around 6 something if you add taxes and stuff. So I think back then when I was there, it wasn't 4,000. It wasn't like $1 equals 4,000 pesos. It was like 3,000 pesos. The currency was a little different then. So basically, I was paying $6 for this juice over there, where over here it only costs $3. So I was dealing with, even though I had the American currency that goes further there, but I was spending more still on their food. Yep. 800, yeah. She said $800 for groceries yeah. And she ain't talking about going out. She ain't talking about going out, maybe going, her and her husband going out to dinner or something like that, or taking the kids out. That's just for groceries. Yeah, I love cranberry juice, bro. I love it. I love it. It's good for you too. It's good for your kidneys and it's good for your bladder. Yep. And while you having fun, it's good to flush everything out too. You know what I'm talking about. It flushes everything out. So that's why I drink it. It flushes. It flushes you. But this is the 100% smooth life. This is the 100%. This is what you want. It has no sugar in it. It's good for you. Take advice from a 60-year-old man, okay? You're 24, so you're trying to get here where I am. I'm trying to tell you what you need to do to stay alive. Let's see, way too expensive to have kids. Yeah, it is expensive. That's why you guys have to have multiple layers of income. If you're someone who is trying to leave the U.S. immediately, if you have kids, as Skylar would say, oh no. If you got kids in the state, you will not be able to live abroad. No, you won't. No, you will not. No, you will not. No. You can visit, but you can't live abroad. You can't do that. I don't see how, if you have kids here, unless you take the kids with you, but would the mother allow you to take the child with you? You see what I'm saying? Will the mother allow you to take the child with you? But one thing you don't want to get caught up on is being attached to somebody that you're not married to legally. It makes it really hard. That's why I never had no kids myself, because I don't want to be attached to anybody for life. Let's listen to some more what the professor has to say about the economic collapse.
1980 to the present, the instability, our business cycles are as bad as ever. We had a crash in 2020, another one in 2008, then another one in 2020, 2000, 2008, 2020. Another one is now coming down.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the 2008 crash. Okay. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but that was a very, very, very bad crash. The whole stock market crashed. The Lehman Brothers crash. Chase, Bank of America, all of them had crashed. Way too expensive to have kids these days. We have someone who's trying to leave the U.S. immediately. Okay, we did that one already. Grape juice, Concord by Wilson. Yeah, it's delicious, but it has a lot of sugar in it. Yeah, but see, he's talking about the crash of 2008. But this next crash is going to be much, much worse than the 2008 crash. I have the same mindset as you, Tony. Yeah, see, you young. I'm glad you do. About not having kids, especially nowadays, with women leaving guys, 85% divorce. I don't want to be attached to anyone but the parents and the siblings. That's right. And guys, guess what I found out too? This is going to blow your mind what I'm getting ready to tell you all. This is what I'm going to tell you all that's going to blow your mind. Okay, you guys ready for this? Okay. If you're with a female here in the States, pay close attention to what I'm getting ready to tell you. It's very important what I'm getting ready to tell you. Listen to the OG, what I'm getting ready to tell y'all. Here, I want y'all to see me when I'm telling y'all this. In certain states, they have a law that if you move in with a female, and she has children, okay? If she has children, you help in taking care of the children, you're taking the children to school, and then you and the woman is not married. Y'all are dating, but you're in the kid's life, you're in the mom's life. Okay? You're providing for them, you're helping them, okay? You're providing for the children, you're providing for the household. If something happens between you and that mom that don't work out and you decide to leave, she can still come for you for child support, even though the children is not yours. Yes. Yep. So I'm just saying, be careful. Yes, smooth life. In certain states, they can. And this had happened to a few guys. I heard about a few guys that said that they got a letter from the friend of the court to pay child support on children that wasn't theirs. Yep, and I think Justin, you're right. See, Justin, you on top of it. Yep, common law states that there are no go. I live in Florida and got abolished here, thankfully, but still I don't take any chances. Yes. 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 In certain states, if you're living with the female with children and you're providing for the children, y'all like living together, playing house, and you're doing everything, and you decide to leave that relationship, she can come at you for child support. Yes, she can. And the only thing she has to do is just show receipts. That's all she has to do. She said, yeah, he bought this, he did this, he paid the rent here, he did this, he brought groceries here. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If you was a female, y'all like each other, y'all want to be together, then, then that's cool. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. If you love the woman, you love the kids and everything, then marry the woman. Go ahead and marry her. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you have no intentions of doing that, just be careful. There are common law states. You have Colorado, District of Columbia, Kansas, Montana, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, and Texas. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Come and drop the link again. If anybody want to come in, come on in. Drop that link again. Justin, I'm not for sure how long, but I know there were some guys that said they got papers from the friend of the court, and they've been asked to pay child support on children that wasn't theirs. And they were just dating the female. But the thing is that they was like living together. What's up, bro?
How you doing tonight, Tony?
Hey, brother, I am doing fine. What about yourself?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Good.
Good to see y'all, man. This is a good live tonight, man. We talk about some pretty heavy stuff today.
Yes, sir. Keeping it real with the OG Mac, Mr. Tony Rome himself. He goes by Tony. His name was Tony Rome, but he likes to go by Tone. Tony Rome, but he be going by Tone, man.
Yeah,
Tony Tone, huh?
yeah.
Like Tone. He be like, he said, please, baby, it's just Tone.
You know the guy I looked up to that turned me into a Mac. Y'all remember the Mr. Max Julian?
Who?
Y'all never heard of him before, haven't y'all?
Never heard of him either, no.
Oh my God, y'all never heard of Max Julian? He was the king of the Mac. Wait a minute. Have you ever seen that show, How to Be a Player? You remember that?
No, no.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's going way before y'all time. That's what Comedy Jam.
I'm about to look that one up. You got me beat on that one.
Yeah, Def Jam.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Maybe on the next slide. maybe on the next live, I show them to you. Okay, I have a clip of them or something. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, Tony. On a serious note, man, like you know what's so crazy too? If this economic collapse happens, I don't know who I was talking to, but I think I might have been talking to, I forgot somebody, but oh no, I was talking to one of my coworkers about this, I believe. Man, if that economic collapse happens, man, and people go hungry, man. Yeah, I remember who I was talking to. I was talking to my coworker. Be careful, Tony, because when people get hungry, things start to happen. People become dangerous. Society becomes dangerous. You know, you're gonna see a lot of people. Like, for example, I don't want to like scare nobody here, but like back in like the 1800s, when when there was like no roads in the middle of the country and stuff like that, it was still like backwoods and stuff. People would try, like, for example, when they try to come. Some of y'all might have heard the story, but for those of you who haven't, when people would try to come over for the gold rush, it's dangerous because it'd be hot, or it'd be very cold. So you become on just on a horse and wagon and supplies you brought with you, and some people would try to go to the gold rush, right, in California, and sometimes people had to resort to eating each other. So literally, because they were so hungry, there was some stories out there you can look up. They're eating each other, and I pray that we don't have to. I mean, this is biblical, but I pray that we don't have to see that in this type of society because I'm telling you, you know, when people become hungry, stuff just starts to go down and stuff starts to become dangerous. And Mr. Tony, that's I'm sure as well with me, that's something I'm sure you never want to see. That's something you never want to see because crime starts happening, robberies start happening, people can start eating each other and commit, I don't know if I can say that word on here, but commit certain, eating people, that word, the canna, that word, so it really gets dangerous out here. So, huh? Huh?
I mean,
What'd you say?
let me see. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Something just
no,
came.
I was just saying that that's a dangerous society, and when people start to go hungry, things start to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That's true.
I think what's going to happen when the economic collapse, when it happens, what's going to really actually happen is that the standard of living is going to change here in the country. I mean,
Hmm.
greatly. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of things that you was accustomed to is going to change. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's like
Yep.
how can I say? It's like we go hyperinflation is going to be here. You'll be paying a lot more for groceries. The dollar is no longer going to be like it is today. You know what I'm saying? The reason why the U.S. is where it is right now is because the dollar is the reserve currency. All trade is done in dollars. All
yes,
international trade
Yep.
is in dollars. But gradually, as more countries get away from the dollar, then what you're going to start seeing is all those U.S. treasuries is going to start coming back to the country. People say, you know what, we don't want your debt anymore. So it's just like me coming to you all, borrowing money from you all every weekend. You know what I'm saying? But I never pay it back. I just pay on the interest of the money. Okay. And then eventually what's going to happen with you all, y'all going to say, you know what? I'm losing confidence in Tony because I don't really think Tony is going to be able to ever pay this debt back. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
The dollar's
Yep.
only good for what people actually think about it. So now this is what's dangerous. You got a 34 trillion, you got a $35 trillion debt, which we added to the debt every 6 months, which we can't even, our GDP can't even pay the interest of the debt.
wow.
What they do is we partially making payments on the interest, and they take part of the interest and move it on to the principal. Okay,
Hmm.
you got that situation going on. Now you got China, Russia, South, all these other BRICS countries saying that we no longer want your dollar anymore. We want to trade in our own currency. So you got two big storms just coming at the same exact time.
So it's only a matter of
So
time.
I'm not laughing, y'all, but what I am saying is like, man, and this is why I'm trying to get my black ass up out of here. I'm trying to go to. I mean, I own property here, but I'm trying to own a
Yeah,
property overseas.
Yeah,
Yep.
do it.
You
Absolutely.
know, yeah, because I don't see this. I don't know, because like I'm only 24, man. So the collapse could definitely happen in my lifetime, man.
You're going to
The
see
way
it. You're going to see it. Actually, it's happening now. You're seeing
yeah,
hyperinflation. You're seeing the flame. It's like the tip of the iceberg. But just
yeah,
imagine, because what was happening when the big mother of all crashes, when it happens, that means that the banks is not going to be able to, you like the deposit that you have in the bank,
yeah.
that is going to be gone. It's not going to be a bailout this time. It's going to be a bail-in. A bail-in
hmm
is that they take the money that they have from you.
Oh
Okay?
wow.
Because let me ask you a question. On the last collapse that we had in 2008, okay, Lehman Brothers, Bank of America, all these banks and all these hedge funds companies, they basically just went bankrupt. They had all these bad mortgages and things on their books and everything. But
Yeah,
what happened was the
Yep.
Federal Reserve came in and they injected liquidity into the stock market, into the banks and everything. So here we'll wipe all this debt out for you. You can start over from scratch. But the problem is when the next crisis happens, what entity out there is going to bail out the Federal Reserve or the FDIC?
Nobody. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They
but
going
Tony, will you? So what you gonna do, man? What's your backup plan, man? Because to talk about is one thing. What are your plans, man?
multiple streams of income, like I've been saying all
Okay,
along.
okay, but like, are you still gonna be here? What are you like? Will you try to own property? Would you own property here, overseas? Like exactly how what?
That's what I'm trying to do. Like my goal was to buy real estate and live in Colombia. I love Colombia. I love that country. It's a beautiful, it's paradise to me. Every time I go there, it's like paradise to me when I go there. I love that country.
Yeah,
When we watch the soccer games together, man, when the people get together, it's just a different. I said, man, I
it
want to.
feels like it feels like home. It feels
It
like
feels
home.
at home. It
Yeah.
feels like I was at home. You know, the
Yeah.
girls. I mean, you see beautiful girls every single day, nines and tens. Every
Damn.
you go, dang.
Tell
You
him,
know?
Mac. Tell him, Uncle Mac. Tell him.
Damn. Ooh wee.
And then the weather's good. The weather's good. It's like 75, 76, 80 degrees every day. It's like when I wake up every morning there, it's like I'm refreshed. You know what I'm saying? I go down, they make me this watermelon. I mean, I'm like in heaven, man. I said, yeah,
You
this
feel You feel rejuvenated. You feel
is
like, yeah, you feel like a young guy. You feel good about yourself. Your
it's
mental
like
state is
every
up.
it, it,
Your
Colombia,
self esteem is up. Your safety, your social skills. It just feels like it's a great place. I can understand. Everybody has their countries like that, man. That's the blessings about traveling. You've tasted food is different. The food is healthier.
right, right.
So it's just you just feel like, damn, this is the place I should have been born. It just happens like that.
But what I'm doing is I'm trying to see, I'm doing what I should have been doing 15 years ago. That's why I'm trying to give the message to you all.
Yeah.
That's why I'm pushing this to you guys. I say,
So where are you gonna try to live then?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do now because
Well, you
see,
better get to know it because
wait, listen though. At my age right now, all this should have been done already.
I know.
So I'm looking down, I'm looking back, and I'm looking at you all. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake like I made. So that's why I'm giving you all this message. Like you're 24, you have a good start, and you have a
Yeah.
and you have a good head on your shoulder. You too, Justin. Justin, you're very smart. So I want you guys to capitalize on the time that you have. Now, the trick is, remember this: tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah.
You may not be here tomorrow. Okay, I went to multiple funerals this year. At least 5 people. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what tomorrow's going to be. So I'm just saying, even though, I wasted a lot of times, but I'm still blessed to get to this age that I reached because I'm still very healthy. I'm very healthy. I work
Yeah.
out every day. I eat good every day. I don't have no medical problems or anything. I do get treated for high blood pressure. I do go to the doctor. I do take meds for that. But other than that, I'm okay. So I'm trying to use what I have of myself to try to make best of the years that I have left. You see what I'm saying? Because like I told you, that 10 years, that 5 years, that 7 years is going to go by super fast.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to look back and say, okay, what have I accomplished? What have I done? What do I got to show for? How can I protect myself against the economic collapse? And then another thing that's happening, people are getting laid off. People are losing their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you're going to see too, Justin, you're going to see the misery index go up even higher. That's another economic indication that they monitor. It's called the misery index. Is that how many people is unemployed and how do people feel about their lives? And you see all this road rage. You see people are angry for no reason at all.
Just seen some road rage when coming back home, but get dinner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about
Guy got out of his
you
car and started cussing at the other car.
you're gonna see really mean people pretty soon. And you're gonna see people that are very racist are gonna come out and they're gonna be saying a lot. It's gonna get when this reset happen, I'm telling you, it's going to be nasty.
Well,
So
kind of like
So what you gonna
I
do?
feel like the purge of real life, pretty much.
it's gonna be something. And what's gonna happen is it's not gonna tell you nobody's gonna announce it when it happens. You're gonna wake up one day it's just gonna be here. Just like COVID. Nobody warned us about it. All of a sudden it was just
But
here.
Tony, that's what I'm saying. To him. I have a savings. I'm saving up for like I said. I try to own property here and overseas, making some income from the property, and maybe live
Yeah,
overseas, stuff like that. That's what I plan on doing. That's my plan. But it takes money to be able to put that on the house. So I'm just
Yeah.
trying my best.
yeah. I would do what I would do if I were you guys, and this is what I should have done a long time ago. Um, when the dollar was really better than what it is now, before we got into the situation we're in now, you used to be able to go to you you could be able to go abroad, like to the DR or Colombia, and you could buy a house like for $30,000 or $40,000 and pay for it, and it's
Dang.
yours. Because the thing, what you want to do, you want to get land, you want to build on the land, and then you want to owe nobody nothing. You want to you
Yep.
want, you want a clean mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
like with Mara, I keep talking about I am Mara so many times. What he did was he purchased the land. He banked his money. Everybody thought he was being cheap, and he used to dress poor all the time. He didn't wear really good clothes. That brother was banking his money. Okay. Next thing you know it, he get the land. He said, hey man, I just purchased some land. I'm going to build a house on it. He built the house, and the house was paid for. Not only that, he got cows, chickens. He has a garden. He has everything. So basically, he's prepped for economic collapse because he can live off his land. He can live off the vegetables, live off the animals. You know what I'm saying? He can farm. You know what I'm saying? And his house,
Yeah.
his house.
Delayed gratification.
I'm sorry.
It said that's delayed gratification.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Real quick, Green Bean says people out here starving. Color don't matter now because homelessness is spread high across all communities. Listen, man, color will always matter, and you're gonna what's gonna happen. How you're gonna know is when this collapse starts happening. You're gonna watch how tribal people become.
Yep.
Watch,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
watch how
true.
tribal people become.
it's gonna be bad. People gonna be very angry. And the worst thing for people to live is not being you don't have control of your situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I showed you guys last week when the guy got a call from. You remember I told you GM was laying off 1,000 people, right?
Yeah.
They started to lay off people. He said he got an email, and just imagine you've been on your job for 25 years. You got people
Ooh,
25, 30
Damn.
years, and then they send you an email saying your service is no longer needed. Your badge and everything, turn your badge in because your badge will not work. Can you imagine that?
yeah, you saw GM did that last week. 1,000
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that car industry, man, always.
And they're laying off more people.
And remember when 25 years ago, people, oh man, that's a great company. You get with the company, man, you ride it till the wheels fall off and get a pension and whatnot. Man, that's
That's
old news. A pension.
that's gone. That's
Yeah.
gone. That's gone. And the UAW was saying, well, we're going to strike. That's not right. But the UAW is going to make things even worse because I think this layoff came because the UAW, I don't know if y'all heard or not, but it was about a year ago, they did a major strike with the big three. You remember?
Yep.
Because they wanted more wages, they wanted this, they wanted that. So what they do is the companies turn around and say, okay, we give y'all what you want, but guess what? We're going to just lay off a whole bunch of people, thousands of people. And then
Oh
you got,
yeah, to be able to make up that
yeah,
money they lost. Yeah.
but they was doing poor anyway. The auto industry, let me tell y'all something. The auto industry has been doing poor for a very long time. They have. They showed, I seen lots of the inventory of just thousands of cars that they can't even sell. Yep. And they've been begging me to buy a car. I said,
What
come
you
on,
drive?
man. I drive a man, let me tell you something. I have
Cadillac.
no, 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 no. I have a
Good.
Corolla, bro. A
A
Corolla.
Corolla. Oh wow. Okay.
Yes. Guess what? It's paid for. It's paid
Yep.
for.
I agree. Yeah, man, them car bills. Man, them car bills are something else. Them car bills are a mother. That's the second biggest bill usually after your rent.
Who wants to spend $40,000 for a car?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, I
That's
was, I was, and you just paying year. I mean, I only owe like 4 or 5K on my car right now, but I still feel like like I'm definitely not gonna like. I know now, man. I'm paying for cars either in full or almost full because that way they be raking you over the coals, man. That interest is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy, isn't it, man. But you still got these young guys buying all these damn Hellcats or whatever and getting the
They buying
repos next month. Yeah,
Hellcats, stuff they can't afford, all this type of stuff.
and they get
goofiness. But
and repossession is way high. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. This is what's so sad. I went to the office, the leasing office here where I stay. I stay in an apartment, right? I walk into the leasing office to pay the rent and talk to the manager. She's real cool person. She showed me a stack of the eviction notices on her desk. I said, "All
wow,
those are eviction notices?"
damn.
She said, "Yeah, people not paying their rent. They can't afford it."
Wow.
I was like, "Oh man!" And then I come in sometimes. When I come in from work. I'm driving through. I'm seeing stacks of furniture, been thrown out and stuff. People's mattresses, people's couches, and stuff like that. See, this is at the beginning. Just imagine when the economic collapse happened, how people ain't gonna be able to work. If people can't work, how do they pay their bills? How do they pay their rent? You got people out there right now living in their cars at this moment, right now,
Yep, yep.
living in cars. I know a guy, matter of fact, where I worked at, um, he came and he told me, he said, "Man, I need to talk to you about something." I said, "What's up?" He said, "I'm homeless." I said, "Seriously?"
Who said that?
One of my coworkers, he was
Oh
homeless.
wow. Wow.
He came to me. I said, "Well, where you staying?" He said, "I'm living in my car." Then what he does is he parks his car, he comes in, he takes a shower at the job. He does all his shower and stuff. Then when it's time to go, he jumps back into his car, goes somewhere and park and lives in his car. There are a
Wow.
lot of people living this way, but when the collapse happened, times that by 100,000 to a million. Because see, this next global crisis it's going to be a debt crisis along with a currency crisis. Because you have the dollar is devaluing every single day is devaluing, it's going down, and then you have new currencies that are coming to flourish, like China, the yuan, and the ruble, the Russian ruble, and BRICS. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the BRICS summit possibly in October in Russia this year, and they're talking about laying out the new digital currency already to bypass the SWIFT system. Y'all know what the SWIFT system is, don't you? You heard of that before?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Western nations money, right?
Yeah, right. The Western nations uses that.
yeah.
So now they're coming out with their own version of the SWIFT system. Brazil, Russia, China, South Africa, and Russia. And now you got the United Emirates, and you got Ethiopia, and you got Thailand just joined BRICS. So there's a whole new multipolar economy that's emerging.
That's why, Tony, this is why I'm trying to tell cats and I'm trying my best myself. I'm trying to parlay while the dollar is strong still.
Do it now.
Parlay that.
Dollar strong.
Parlay that. Parlay that. Parlay that
Yep.
into property, only own property while you can. You got
Yes.
some, you got if you got a 5 figure income or a five figure worth of savings to throw at a house right now, do it.
Right. Right.
Do it here overseas. Do it. You
Yep.
Right.
know, that's
Right.
that's that's what I say. Because you might be looking back 10 years from now, or let's just say that this just I'm just giving out a random date here. Let's say that the collapse is in 2031,
Uh-huh.
just a random date, and you just say, "Oh, I'll go to a house" or something like that, trying to parlay or whatever, and you missed out, man. You missed out.
You messed up.
Because that,
You know what I'm
that that's
saying?
not gonna be worth nothing.
Right. See, it's gonna come to the point where it's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? I mean, get in while you can get in now. I mean, the dollar is still pretty much it's okay. You can still do a lot with it, but as the BRICS, expands, and as these countries begin to change and begin to do trade in their own currency, and this digital currency is coming out where they don't really need the dollar anymore, then that's when you're gonna start seeing more and more hyperinflation. So just eventually, you probably could be able to go to. Because I remember, let me tell you this. I remember when, you remember, Venezuela, Maduro is thinking about joining BRICS. Did you hear about that?
Nah.
Venezuela, yes, is thinking about joining BRICS. Yep. Hello, everybody there?
Yeah, still here.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought something happened. I was like, okay. I thought I got disconnected or something. Yeah, but yeah, and that's going to be a big game changer because they have a lot of oil reserves in Venezuela. So Putin and I'm telling you, Putin and China, man, they are not playing around, especially China. See, one thing about China, the reason why they're becoming such a major player is because they are an industrialized country. They're building factories not only in their country, but in other places too. But what we did is we exported all of our jobs out of here. So we took for granted. We thought, oh, okay, we own the U.S. dollar, we're the reserve currency. Oh, we good, we good, we good. No, no, it's too late. It's
It
too
really,
late.
especially where I work. I work as a lineman. And most of us make over six figures, but there's guys I work with. I don't know if you see my comment before. There's a guy I work with, got four kids, a little bit older than me, about 35. Makes pretty much around the same money. I think I seen his page. I think 150K, four
Uh-huh.
kids,
Right.
living check to check. But man, I remember was it during COVID? He's going out buying new truck,
Uh-huh.
new boat, new everything. Now I remember it was last week. He's complaining about buying a new bike for his kid. Man, I don't have the money for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's
Yep. There you go. There you go. And it's going to get worse because it's like we in it like the guy just said, like the professor. Let's listen to just one more clip what the professor said. Let's just see what he says.
The pike, we're in the early stages of it. So the instability and the inequality that have been long-term problems are not getting any better.
Not getting
And
no
so
better.
this is a difficult, very difficult period of American economic history. And I only hope that our friends around the world understand that rather than imagining that the United States is comfortably in the driver's seat globally the way it was for the second half of the 20th century.
You heard what he said? You heard what he said? Things are changing. We're not the same no more. We're not the same.
Like I said, man, America's on its way down. It's not on its way up. It's already peaked out already. It's on a
Yeah,
trajectory down. You
yeah.
know.
Yep.
See, I drive a used car for 20 years, costing me next to, yep, there you go. I'm not getting, you know what? The Corollas are one of the best cars to buy because they last forever. I'm not getting a new car.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
not.
the point? Yeah, Corolla, man. The
What
I'm not,
year
Toyotas
is your
are
Corolla?
reliable.
that's gonna be my last. Now, if I become rich or something, that's different. But
Yeah.
as of right now, no, they call me. I mean, they just. Well, I'm telling you, the auto industry is not doing well. They haven't for years, and they're begging me to buy. They keep sending me notes. They say, "Okay, we know how much." The same place that I bought my car from, which is called LaFontaine Toyota. Okay, they keep calling me and sending me like, say, we know that you got that Corolla still. You know, you could get a good trade-in for. We could put you in a new one. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put nothing. I don't want no new car. I
Yeah.
don't want one.
What year is your Corolla?
My Corolla is 2011. 2011.
Mm. Yeah, man. Don't be them cars, man. Like I said, that take you out.
They
Yeah,
do.
a truck right now. If you bought a brand new truck right now, like an F-150 on those cars, $50,000. Ain't that ridiculous for a
Hey,
truck?
I still drive my first car. I got a 2003 Toyota Camry. I still drive. I got it 10 years ago, 2014. I still
Yeah,
drive it.
yeah, yeah. I'm not.
100,000 miles on it. Still run. The only issue I had was alternator went out. But other than that, yeah, all my coworkers tease me all the time, man. We make all this good money. How can you not buy a new truck? For what? I'm single. I got no one to impress.
Bruh,
What
them
I got to
people,
impress?
that's the thing. Like this is what and I'm
Yeah.
glad, like I wanna thank God for allowing showing me this. At 24 I realized like I was like, man, like interest on credit cards are a lot. And I
See,
said interest on these
yeah,
cars are a lot.
30%.
And
Yep.
then I realized at this year, I realized because I paid my credit card debt off actually in July. So I got all my credit card debt paid off. I'm scotch free. I paid my phone bill off in November. At least I get put my phone off in November. And my car got maybe a couple more years on that. But I've realized at this point where it's like I'm not gonna be a debt slave. Like I realize
Yeah,
just how
yes.
that spiral will
Absolutely,
get you
man.
caught up.
Yep.
Like that spiral, get new cars, trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm telling you, them cars will take you out.
They
They
will.
will.
They will. They will. Let me tell you something. Let me show you how smart the Chinese are. What they're doing, and how they're beating us right now. They just came up with this new car called the EVS. Okay, Chinese. Okay, I mean this car will put the big three out of business if they had major. If they was able to export this, really, if they was able to export that car out to the U.S. to other places, they would actually put the big three out there. Let me tell you about this car. It's a beautiful car. It's a very nice looking car, very comfortable. I seen the inside. Matter of fact, next time on my next live, I'll show you guys a video of it.
All right.
Okay. I mean, beautiful car, beautiful dashboard, beautiful leather seat. I mean, really nice. And it's not a real cheap car either. People used to associate China with everything being cheap. But this is a very nice car. And they're making a lot of money off this car. Guess how much this car costs? Just for this car. $10,000. You can pay for that?
Yeah, you
$10,000?
can.
Wow.
Yeah, you can easily. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they said that if China would export this car in the United States, if we start buying that car from them, and they start and other European countries start buying this car, it will put the big three out of business. Because who wants to pay 30, 40, 50, $60,000 for a car? Now, if you're rich, if you got it, then you got it.
Yep.
But I don't want to pay for no car for 6 or 7 years. I don't want. There was a girl. They had a girl one time. They showed it was an African American, Black American girl. She bought a Dodge Charger. This is how crazy things here in America. She bought a Dodge Charger for $30,000 was a 2005, and she financed it for 9 years with 12% interest.
What the hell?
Yep, she sure did.
12% interest. What?
Good Lord, what the hell?
Because it's a used car, they charge you more on the used car than they do on a new car. This is how much they want to keep you a slave to debt, like you was just talking about, Smooth Life. It's like they want you to be in debt. Mara, he's not an
That's how they do. Hey, get the new car up, get a new truck. Oh, the Dodge truck. Oh, you need a new phone? The new iPhone 16's out. Yeah, get that. Oh, yeah, the new
Yeah.
Balenciaga shoes out. That's all
Yeah.
these commercials all about. Keep you in the debt slave on a hamster wheel. And glad Smooth Life. I'm glad you realize that as young as you are. That hey man, good shit about that.
Right. Listen, you said
Yeah,
GM.
no, like I still like I look at my car now and I'm like, oh, because my notice ain't nothing but like $165 a month, but I'm still feel like that's too high.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
still feel like, and I only probably owe less than 5K on it, but I'm like, that's too high.
Right.
You know.
You know, when I was about to move to Colombia, I was thinking about selling my. I was going like, okay, I'll sell my car. I'll do this because in Colombia you really don't need to buy no car. They got mass transportation everywhere. They got buses. They got a rail
Uber.
system. They got Uber. You never need a car there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never need a car. Look at Mara. Mara never owned a car before. He never paid a car note in his life. And look how good he's living.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think a car is important, but if you live in like a city like that doesn't need it, like Colombia, then you're good.
Yeah.
Or especially catch a bus or something like that. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
How many miles your car got, Tony?
Man, I had my car. Let me see. I bought my car let me see. Wow, I had it that long. I bought it in 2013. I only got 83,000 miles on it. That's it. That's not bad, is it?
Not
No,
at
it's
all.
not.
No.
Because my job is really close to my where I live. I think it's only like 5 miles, so I don't put that much miles on it. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so it's still running smoothly.
It's moving real good. I just keep the antifreeze chain. I had to put some new brakes on it about a couple of months ago. The brakes went out on it, so I put some new brakes on it.
Yeah.
But other than that, the car runs like a brand new car. Keep the oil changed, keep the antifreeze changed, and I got a good mechanic up there. They do a really good job taking care of it too. Let's see what else he says.
Fully cultivated process that psychologists would call denial. Yes, if we compare ourselves with some of your countries in Europe and elsewhere, of course. And we do have the legacy of having been the top of the American empire for most of the last century. But in point of fact, we are a smaller player in the world today. I'll just give you one of the many factors that lead me to answer no to your question. The G7, the United States and its major allies, now account for about 29% of global GDP. China and its allies now account for about 33, 34% of global GDP. The numbers are rough, and all these measurements are, but they are revolutionary. The United States and its allies are no longer the player in the world, the dominant, who is so dominant that everybody else is a marginal footnote.
See, there you go. It's over. It's done. You hear what he said? That with China and Russia and all the countries on the East, they account for 39% of the GDP, gross domestic product. So they create more stuff than we do.
Absolutely.
So they're saying, why can't we have our own payment system? Why do we have to do trade in dollars? Why? Why do we have to? We don't have to.
No.
We don't have to. So I'm just telling you guys, man, get prepared. Okay. What I'm gonna do is what I want you to do, Justin, you guys. The next time when I come on next Sunday, if y'all have anything y'all like to say, please come. I just want this channel, everybody to bring their ideas. You too, Mr. Green Beans, and everybody that's here. If you have any ideas of how we can diversify our monies and be able to grow, you know what I'm saying, and get prepared for the economic collapse, that'd be a great thing, don't you think?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
man.
Well, I do got one thing to say, Tony, is to follow me back on Instagram.
Yeah. Wait a minute, follow you back on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm not. What
I have you on
happened?
Instagram.
You don't have me on Instagram no more?
I do have you on Instagram, but you never follow me back.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll make sure I do that, okay?
Okay.
Matter of fact, I
Yeah,
do
that's a
that.
great idea, Tony.
Are you on Instagram too, Justin?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'll search your Instagram up and follow you.
Let me see. Let me go to Instagram right now. Let me follow you right now. Smooth Life. I am so sorry, sir. I just got used to us like emailing each other and stuff. Let's see. Let me see where.
But I agree. I agree with Tony. Yeah, next Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to stick together, man. Let's get ready. It's really
Yeah.
getting rough out there. It's really getting rough out there.
And that's why I like your channel, man. Your channel is always talking about informative stuff, not no
No,
sex back and all the other
no,
bullshit.
no.
All the other, oh yeah,
That's real
which
estate.
Colombian girl got the fattest ass? All that nonsense, like
I mean, what you?
childish shit. Yeah,
I mean, my thing is, after you smash the girl and all that stuff, what you got to show for?
that's sure you had nothing.
It just
What
shows
is it? Yeah,
your body count. But here's the thing, though. Like, and I want this is the thing, right? And this is kind of where me and Tony, because maybe our ages are two different ages, but you know, I. Yeah, so I'm against like these guys online like who are just showing like prostitute. Oh, excuse me, I should say that word, but showing them pros. You right?
yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, there's nothing wrong with if a brother gets girls and he's showing that off, in a more classier way.
Oh
What's
no,
wrong with
that's
that?
not with that. No, it's nothing wrong with that. What
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm saying is,
Okay.
don't get me wrong. I go to Colombia. I date when I go there. I have fun. I do.
Yeah, but like, what's wrong with showing that? I mean, even though
But it all depends on how you show it.
It's true. Yeah,
okay,
how you show it.
What some of these passport pookies was doing, they would actually get with working girls. Okay, I'm calling working girls.
yeah,
They would just show disrespectful ways how they're being with the girl. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, put
And then
everything on Front
yeah,
Street.
yeah, like it was a guy that was on Instagram that was in the bed with a young lady, and he was filming it on Instagram. And I looked at him and said, "Why are you doing this? Why? Why are you doing this?" Because you know what? One thing I noticed in Colombia, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was with the young lady, let me play this again for y'all. When I was with this young lady here, let me go back from the beginning. Let me show you something. Okay, she came here. She's in a cab. She comes out. Okay. Now, one thing I noticed when she came to me, like I gave her the money, I talked to the cab driver. I treated the girl with the utmost respect. I took her by the hand. I gave her a hug and a kiss. But guess what? Those Colombians were watching me. They were watching.
Damn.
They were watching. The valet parkers and all the people that stand around there, they had their eyes on me the way how I was treating her. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what I'm telling you guys is that they are watching you. You may not think that they're watching you, but they're watching you. And I told you what happened. I was in my room one time and somebody came and knocked on my door. And I opened the door and I was wondering what it was. I said, "Who's been knocking on my door?" It was the manager of the hotel. And she had a platter of food. And she said, "You know what? I want to give this to you because my employees and the people here thinks that you're very nice and a very respectful guy. Thank you very, very much for being nice to us. You see what I'm saying? So you're being watched.
Mm,
So when you
mm.
so when you put all that garbage on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, you don't think they watch this stuff? You don't think they watch that stuff? They watch you. You're being
Mm.
watched. Yes,
They're
sir.
always watching. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Like, not. Let me ask you a question, Tony. So, of
Yeah.
course, I got to keep it YouTube friendly. But was this a P for P, or was this actually a genuine connection?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Learn this from the OG. Nothing is free. Nothing.
Okay, yeah, I get it. No, I get it,
Don't,
Uncle.
don't
So
let nobody. Don't let nobody. Everything is pay for play. Everything is really for pay.
okay, but
Everything
Mr.
is.
Tone, hear me out though. Hear me out.
Yes and no.
Here's the
I
thing.
might
That's
have
what I'm saying.
disagree.
I gotta, and this is, and again, I'm please don't. I'm not judging you, right? When I'm
No,
just
you're not.
asking a genuine question here. But we gotta stop saying that because to try to cover up for our P for P ways. We
No,
gotta
no.
stop doing that, man.
You
Because
mis,
see,
you mis,
I
we
agree,
say
Smooth. I agree.
there's always that thing, right? Well, everybody pays.
no,
Man,
no, no,
there's a difference
no.
between
Yep.
Listen,
actually
There's a
listen,
difference. Yep.
listen.
there's a difference that we need to say. We can't just
Right,
cover it
right.
up and try to throw everything together
Don't
like
mean
that.
to play like that. What I mean is that always remember this. I've been doing this for almost 40 years, bro. 40 years. Ain't no woman is gonna lay up with you for nothing. Even your wife is not gonna do that.
Oh no, but hear me out though, and I agree with that. But see, there's more organic ways than just to straight up pay for a chick. And again, now I'm not against brothers who do it. I understand it, but I just want to we got to make a clear distinction here. And here's the distinction. When you approach a woman, of course, women do want men with money. I mean, that's been things been a test of time. So
Right.
that is true. But with that being said, a woman can like you more than just your money. She
For
can
sure.
like you
Yep.
because of your
Of course.
ability to your money. She can like you because of the way you look. She can like you because of the way you carry yourself.
Yes.
So there's more than one way for her to like you. And if you're
Yeah.
a guy who's straight paying for playing,
Yeah.
and then want to throw bunch that in with a girl who you may provide for, but she's at least shown you that she's interested in you in other ways, then you're wrong on that. And that's why we can't. Again, I'm asking. I wasn't trying to
No,
expose anything.
you're misunderstanding me. So I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. I agree with you. No, it wasn't all about that with this young lady right here. There were interests between us. There was love between us. Because one thing when you're dealing with, there's a difference between when you just out there just smashing, say, okay, I pay you this for you to come over and do this or this like that. It wasn't like that between me and this young lady. But I did take under consideration that, you know, I had to pay for a cab drive to come over there because you must understand the wages. I make way much more money than this young lady makes. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, okay, you know what? Let me take care of this. Let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. You know what I'm saying? That way you don't have to worry about, such and
Yeah.
such, just things like that. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. Yeah.
No. So
So
and I so then I can clear it up here if that's what you thought I meant. No, I listen. I'm okay with a guy paying for stuff like a dinner date or paying for stuff like her cab driver. I mean, that's just because you got to pay something.
Yeah.
So I'm not denying that. I was just simply asking you a question. Was she? I don't know if she was a P for P chica or she was just a normal girl.
no,
So no,
she
that's all I was saying. But because the
no,
reason why I asked, I saw you handle money, and it looked like it could have been for the cab driver, but I don't know if it was some other reasons or whatever. So that's why I was, that's why
no,
I was
I
wondering.
pay for the cab driver because, like I said,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with
thirty,
that. I mean,
40,000 pesos ain't nothing for me, but for her, they could be, food on the
lunch,
table.
lunch,
Yeah,
dinner, and yeah, lunch, dinner, and
For
right,
sure.
breakfast.
right, right.
Yeah.
right.
And
Yeah,
because like when I was dating in Brazil, the chick I went on a date with, I had to pay for the Uber, and that's what I thought. I'm okay with that. I wasn't coming from that angle. Are you paying for? No, I was saying, are you actually paying like P for peeing? That's what I meant. So
no, no.
no,
But there are some down there. It's like that. You pay to play. Because that's kind of like part of the culture down there too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, she wasn't bad. She was a good. I really miss her a lot too. I really do. I was looking forward to going back down there to see her. Because I talk to her just about every day. She calls me, and sometimes we face chat sometimes, and she'd be wondering when I'm coming back down. And I say, sweetheart, there's just so much going on in your country right now. I mean, I just don't feel safe coming down there right now because there's just been some things that's been going on, and America's getting attacked, and I mean, is it safe for me to come? And she told me it is dangerous. She did tell me that. She said, yes, sir, it is dangerous here. But I've never really seen her as really doing anything to me or anything like that. But yet and still, like I told you, as nice as she is, I still never left my joint unattended around her.
You can't trust nobody.
You
Hey,
can't
yeah.
just
yeah,
know.
yeah. I'm just, I'm the same way. I like how you threw that in there, but I'm the same way. Like, I don't care how nice and sweet and friendly and warm you come across. If I just ain't leaving my drink around in there. I'm sorry.
No, 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 you can't do that. And you can't
No.
even do that here. I mean, there's not, I'm not just talking about there all the time, but I'm talking about even here because I'm telling you something, the more that you see the economy coming apart, you know what I'm saying, the more you'll see how people are becoming, they're going to get more desperate. They're going to become more desperate. And pretty soon you're not going to have to go down there to see. You're going to start seeing poverty here like you see down there, but here it's going to be much worse. The fall is going to be much harder when it happens, when the economic collapse happens, because they ain't going to know how to deal with it.
There's a reason why OnlyFans was on the rise and increased every year.
Yes, yes, yes. OnlyFans is, yes. Yep. And you can see women getting more and more. But like I said, I talked to a female today. She said she pays $800 a month on groceries. And then she said that really what helps her a little bit more is that she got WIC. I don't know if you heard of WIC before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
women, infants, and children.
Yeah, right, right. She gets WIC, so she gets like a subsidy. The government kind of helps her pay for stuff. But she said if it was for that, it would be even much, 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 much more worse. Much more
But
worse.
Tony, but this the thing though, and this is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay?
Uh-huh.
I do travel. The number one reason is because of the women, right? But
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be trying to travel if the women here were actually, were as were more like sufferable. I wouldn't be trying to travel if the women here, if they like me like I like them, and they were, we share some of the same values. Me and a woman can make it work together.
Yep.
But the thing about it is, like, they don't want an average guy.
They don't. No, they don't.
They
The
don't.
culture.
They don't want an average guy. Back in your day, Tony. See, you were. I bet you can remember. You said you could approach a woman, and you didn't feel like she could be nasty towards you, or people in general were just more approachable. But with
No, it's
women,
more.
you said you could approach, and even if she turned you down, sometimes if you try hard enough, she might give you a chance and give you. But here, it's just the rate of approaching women, your ROI is just so low that it's like it's not worth it. And then there's some old cats who are like baby boomers and Gen Xers. They're like, oh, you gotta try, you just gotta keep trying. Like, and I call that the juggernaut, the glutton for punishment theory, right? Is that
Hmm.
a guy has to keep trying because for us guys in America in the West, it's like you get up girls, you cool, you confident, you a man, right? So there's this that social pressure to do it, but then a lot of these guys don't understand that things are different. They weren't quite the same as they were back in your day,
No.
where you could just do it, and so that's why I'm like, I'm not against men approaching, but I always inform them if you're gonna approach, if you're around an average guy, sitting anywhere between a 0 up to like a 6.5 on a scale of your sexual marketplace value, that you are gonna deal with a lot of rejection, a lot of flakes, a lot of unread messages, not responded messages, a lot of stand-ups, a lot of stuff you're gonna be dealing with. So if you're okay with dealing with that, then okay, be my guest.
Let me
Because
see.
me, I'm not the definition of insanity. We all know is you keep doing the same thing over and over again.
True.
And if you're an average guy and you're in this, and I have to see, I think of everything like from a business standpoint, from a mathematical standpoint, right? If you're a guy who's like a 5, an average guy on a scale, if you're approaching women or you're around women and you're not getting what you want, you either you women are rejecting you or whatever, you're just not getting all the women you have to scope, you have to fish for are lower than you on the scale, much lower, and you have to lower your standards. That the market is telling you two things. You either try to improve, or I guess you could say three things. Either maybe you can try to relocate, which I think is, probably it's going to be helpful a little bit, but not that much. Number two, you
Right.
can try to improve yourself, right? Physically, financially, get your body right, get your grooming right, get your teeth right, etc. You could do them with one of that, or you can get your money right, fine. Or number three, you could wash your hands of the whole situation together and try your luck overseas. Those are
I
those
think
are your three options. Or you
I
got
think
you got number oh so you got number third option is lower your standards. I mean you can sleep with big chicks and baby mamas and all that. So I mean those are your three options. So you pick one.
you know what, I'm gonna tell you this. That this is for I've been like I said back in the day I was the Mac. Okay, I've been doing this a long time. I have never ever seen it this bad before. I have it's
Seen
the,
what?
the dating culture is gone in America because I'm gonna tell you the reason. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I believe that the dating culture is gone in America. Number one, people are broke. Number
Yeah.
two, the economic situation is not good. Number three, social media. The
That's the
women.
worst.
Okay, like for example, I was going to mention a name, but I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. But it's the role models that we got. Like this particular hip hop female singer, when you see her, it's like, why are you doing this? Why are you dressing this way? Why are you looking this? It's like there's a narcissism out there. It's like,
What Sexy Red?
oh, I ain't gonna say no name. I don't want to get in trouble by
Well,
YouTube.
I mean Tony, how you gonna get in
Yeah, well, you
trouble?
gotta say, yeah, you got trouble
Yeah,
for
right?
saying it.
How you gonna
Yeah.
get in trouble?
Yeah. They say a name all the time on
Okay,
YouTube.
Yeah,
okay, all right. I seen Megan Thee Stallion the other day. I seen her video. And
yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, and did you know she used to go to school? She used to go to college?
But Tony, here's the thing though, like that you're right when you said social media. It's the social media and it's dating apps. It has, and then also not only that, but look at who they're looking up online. They're looking at people like I mean I don't want to shout her out, but you remember the sprinkle girl,
Yes,
the
she's
woman.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to say her name. I know her name. I don't want to say it though. But Tony, the sprinkle girl, the
Yeah, that
woman.
goofy bitch. I mean
You
goofy
know,
girl.
you know who that is,
My
Tony.
bad.
You know who that is, Tony.
Who is that?
So there's
Educate.
a woman you can look her up. She's in her 50s for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely
definitely,
no
yeah.
longer in her 40s.
Okay,
And she has a slogan called "Sprinkle Sprinkle," right? And she has videos on YouTube and TikTok. And
okay.
she's like it's the older woman, whatever. And she teaches young women. And this is kind of what I get the gist from it. If I'm wrong a little bit, but this is what I kind of get from the gist of it. That she teaches young girls, basically quote unquote their worth, right? And how to use a guy just for a pay pig, right?
Yeah, pretty
Just to
much.
get that's pretty much, getting things for free, getting guys to pay for dates for free. You shouldn't have to lift a finger, all this type of stuff. You should get a woman, you should get what you want. It's a man's job to just be a provider, nothing else, right? So that's what
Hmm.
she so said. I sprinkle, sprinkle. I was like that's a little slogan or whatever, right?
Hmm.
So she got, she's kind of like, she's popular, and these other girls online are popular, and they get in these girls' heads, and that's so sad because women don't understand that a man is much more than what he can give to you monetarily. A man is somebody you can talk to that has wisdom, guidance, leadership, a guy that can make you feel safe, comfort, a man of God, a man of intelligence.
Hmm.
Men bring much, a man of humor, of teaching. Men bring much more than just being a provider. But that's
Right.
what they view it as. It's like that's it, and that's very, very sad. What's also sad, Mr. Tone, is that Lisa
Hmm.
Ray, Lisa Ray, she's around your age, Tony. She probably was, you might have did some stuff with Lisa Ray back in the day. Lisa Ray, right? You know
I think.
Lisa Ray, right?
What
Tony.
did she play? What did she play on?
I think she's on the Players Club.
Yeah, Players Club.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
A lot
yes,
of
So
'90s movies.
she
To be
yes.
just,
honest.
her stuff just resurfaced a couple of days ago. And when she made this interview it was a couple of years ago, on 2022. But she's talking about she's not gonna be with a man who's not gonna pay all her bills. And yeah, of course, I'm okay with a man being traditional and paying the bills. But are you a traditional woman, right? What do you bring to the table,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
She's talking, and keep in mind, Lisa Ray is a multi-millionaire,
Yep.
right? And she's not gonna pay one bill, one. And she's talking
That's,
about she's not gonna she only gonna date guys who gonna pay all her bills. And she's 50, down to 60 years old, still talking about this. Man, her expiration date done passed decades ago, and she still thinks she's diamond for
Yep.
Players Club. She must think she's diamond for Players Club.
hmm.
She must still think she still got it going, rocking like that. And it's like Tony. It's like the older they get, it's like their standards get worse.
Yeah,
It's like you
yeah.
would,
Yep.
it's like you would think like, okay, I'm getting a little older now. I can't read the man with the stuff in the market. It's like they
Hmm.
stuff get worse.
Yeah.
You would think you would, with age, just say, okay, you use your logic. Okay, I'm not quite look as good, and don't, I have more mileage now. You would think that logic would be, but it's not there. It gets worse.
No, it's worse. And
So,
you know what's really sad? You know what's really sad? I saw
yeah.
again. I know Vivica Fox is looking for. She said she's ready to get married, but all during her young days, she wasn't interested. You remember? Remember the way she was?
Did she used to have? Did she have 50 Cent and all these
Yeah,
multi-millionaire
yeah,
people? She used to have all these guys.
Yeah,
yeah. Now,
50 Cent dumped her. Yeah, he said she was
50,
too.
yeah, 50,
He said he
but
was.
she had
She
more
was.
than
He
50
said she was
cents.
too
She had like a
immature
whole
for
bunch,
her.
but she had a whole bunch of celebrities, man. I'm just 50 is the most notable one, but she had a whole bunch of multi-millionaires. And
right,
yet she's
right.
still talking, looking for love at 60. And don't get me wrong, I mean, everybody deserves love, but like
Uh,
she had all, back in her 20s and 30s, she had all the opportune times to get the
yep.
man that she wanted.
Yeah, yeah. But now it's too late. Not now. When the phones become quiet, nobody's calling you. You're not that popular anymore. You're not that good looking anymore like it used to be.
You're not the it girl no more.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Oh, I want a man now. I want to get married now." You know, too late. I mean, I ain't gonna say too late. I'm not gonna say that, but it's like, how can
You
I say?
missed your opportunity for the guy that you really
Yeah,
truly want. You missed your
Yep.
opportunity.
opportunity now. Yeah, yep.
You know,
I see a lot of.
but Tony, this is the thing. They turn their nose up at average guys. They'll turn their nose up on an average guy. They turn their nose right up,
Yep.
right
Yeah,
up. They just
yeah.
it's almost as if like and this is another thing, right? There was like a singles dating event that went on recently and went viral on TikTok.
Hmm.
And I think 5 women RSVP'd and only one guy RSVP'd, and that one guy only came because his female friend dragged him there,
Hmm.
right? So pretty much no guys went or wanted to go, and they were complaining. One wasn't complaining, but she was saying no guys wants to go to these events. And I'm thinking to myself, what man wants to go to an event where women are probably only gonna like a handful of guys there, right? So if it's 30 guys, she may only like 2 or 3 of them, or if it's 20 guys, she may only like 2 or 3 of them, right? And hoping that, but every other guy's not even on her radar. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? Like not even like I can't tell you. Like when I go to, and this is what frustrates me so much, and I get passionate. This is when I want to start traveling and get a remote job. what makes me so embittered about this is because I have women look past me every day, look and like I don't even exist. And that shit makes my blood boil because it's like imagine how many women you're interacting with in your job day to day, right? If you work in customer service or customer care
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mhm.
Imagine and for now for weeks on end, for months on end, for them not want to try to talk to you or you try to talk to them and you know that they're not feeling you, they're looking right past you, none of them giving you eye contact or choosing signals or nothing like that. That will make to me that's torture. That's torture for me.
The culture has come because another thing I was complaining about. Well, not complaining, but I noticed it's like, for example, let's say one this other day. I don't know if you guys have Family Dollars where you are, but we have them here in Detroit. Okay, so I was walking to a Family Dollar, and there was a beautiful girl in Family Dollar. She was really nice, attractive looking woman. Hair nice, had nice body. Very attractive, right? But the thing is, the biggest problem that you have when you're trying to connect with people is that they be on their phone.
Oh,
She
that's
was,
terrible. Yep.
she was on the phone the whole freaking time that she was in the store. So if I'm interested in you and you're on the phone, how do I separate you between you and your phone to let you know that hey, I think you're attractive. I like to hey, can we exchange numbers? You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right? Still life.
That's right. You like the way I broke that down, huh, Green Beans? I mean, I'll be breaking stuff. I'll be able to articulate myself. But sorry, no, Tony. Yeah, here's the thing though, and this is the thing. When I go to, and this is why I laugh when I hear this. When I go to when I went to Brazil, right? The
Yeah.
women was like night and day, right? Like those women, even if the ones who weren't interested in me, still turned me down very gracefully, very respectfully, right? So, but girls here, it's the opposite, right? And you know what's so funny? They'll always say this, right? They'll say it's a you problem why you can't find women here, right? But
Uh,
if that is the okay, let's analyze that statement, right? If it's a me problem, why is it when I go overseas, the women over there treat me well and treat me the way I want to be treated, or I have options overseas? So is it a me problem or is it an American problem? Right? Because you can't keep throwing it in a guy's face talking about it's you if you can't find a woman you want. Well, why is it that if he went overseas or when he goes overseas he has success? So whose problem is it? Is it his problem or is it an American culture problem?
you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what we have to be careful of when we date overseas too. Is that some of the women? I'm not saying all, but a majority of them, when we come over there, they look at us as being superior because we're economically superior. So they give us more
But
respect.
Tony, it's more than just that, though, my brother. It's more than just because. Okay, yes, does an American status help? Yes, but those women are. You don't hear Brazilian guys complain about the women over here suck. You don't hear that many other countries saying that, but us. We're the
No,
main ones moaning and groaning
no,
about it, right?
I'm not saying they are, but um, you have to be careful because by me having this channel, I talk to so many people, and I had one person told me like I learned some things about women in Thailand. It's like these women they could be submissive. Now, I agree with you, Smooth Life. They do treat you better overseas. I'm a witness of that myself. Okay, but what I've been hearing, because I talk to people everywhere, in Brazil and Thailand, everywhere. One guy was telling me one thing you have to be careful of Thai women is that they'll butter up your heart. They make you feel good. They do everything a traditional woman would do, but at the same time, they got their hands in your pocket. Okay, I heard like one guy. He said he met a Thai girl. They got along really well, and other friends that this happened to. You know, they do all this stuff for you and stuff like that. But then they hit you up. They hit you up. They say, "Well, I need you to do a favor for me. I need you to buy me a store for $30,000. I want to open up my own store and stuff." You know, so sometimes we have to really watch that because sometimes I think sometimes we give these foreign women a little bit too much credit. But I do understand what you said. They do treat you better. Like this girl right here that I've been showing you all, she treated me really, really well. I mean, I really like this. I really miss her. I miss her a lot. I think about her all the time. I do when I go to bed at night sometimes and wake up in the morning. I think about her, what she's doing. She was really nice to me. You know, but um, but the thing is, I understand that economically, I'm doing much better than she is. So she looks at me sort of different. Like, okay, he's American.
But here's the thing, though, right?
He got
Like
money. He
there's a
got
line, right? Like you should know when a woman is using you for money. And I never said that
no.
overseas
I'm not saying that. You pay words on my mouth. I'm not saying
no, no,
being.
no, no. I'm not saying you're saying no, Tom. I know I'm not saying you're saying. I'm just like making a statement here.
Mhm.
I'm saying that, like, and me personally, I know that it's not perfect overseas. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. You have your challenges. It is not a complete utopia. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. But if I was to tell the average man, if he's been the average man who's ignored and maybe a little sexually frustrated or whatever they want to call it,
Yes.
I would tell him if to either stay in the States or go overseas. I would tell him to go overseas. 10 times
Mhm.
out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
You're
what
right.
he's getting a much better deal.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
do.
I'm
On
saying.
average, yeah.
Yeah. I
I'm
get.
not. I'm not saying it's perfect. It has its struggles.
Yeah.
There are
Right.
some women out there who are in a desperate situation, so they do want you for your money. That is a
Yeah.
definite thing. But to be fair, to me, you're getting a better deal, a much better
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Because it's either that being ignored here, or you got to deal with women
Yeah.
you got below your level sexually, or you got to deal with women who will put you through hell,
That's
talk
true.
back, disrespect you. You don't want to pay bills, all those type of stuff. So you pick. I guess pick your everything comes at a cost, man. Pick
Yeah.
your
Everything
poison.
has a cost to it.
So
Like I
so
was saying was
yeah.
what I was saying was that you have to be careful because that's why I believe a lot of foreigners when they go to Colombia, they get hurt because they get treated better, basically. And they become relaxed. They forget it's oh wow, she's beautiful. I never had such a beautiful woman that treats me like this. They get relaxed. You know what I'm saying? They get too comfortable. They become too trusty and they get hurt. That's what happens.
They play
But
a long
that's
game
sad though.
overseas, yeah.
That's so
Right.
sad
And they play
because
the love.
men
So
are so sexually starved for attention that any modicum of attention or any modicum of I don't want to say subservience, but any modicum of niceness that they get from a woman, it just makes them like a simp. And
right,
that's
right,
how you know
right.
stuff is bad.
And a lot of guys, you know what? A lot of men too. Y'all may not know this. A lot of people don't know this, but there's a lot of lonely men out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I get lonely. I do. I miss the company of a beautiful woman. I miss the company,
yeah.
companionship. Like this whole summer, I didn't have nobody. I didn't have nobody.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because
tell speak on it, man. It's an open discussion, man. I tell you, speak on it.
yeah, I didn't have anybody because when I came from Colombia, it had spoiled me so much until it's like when I come back here, it's like okay. For number one, I'm gonna be honest with you. The women in Medellin, I don't know what it is, but they are. I know. I understand the danger. I'm not saying I'm going there anytime soon. But when I was there, like this young lady here, she's very well polished. Look at her. She's very well polished. She smelled good. She just everything about her was just sexy as hell. Look at her hair, the beautiful dress she's wearing, her skin. I mean, it's just like I'm like, wow,
And then when you got here, nothing.
nothing, nothing, nothing,
That'll
nothing,
make a man go crazy.
nothing.
Yeah,
It's
well.
it's been lonely. It's been lonely. Like I said, wow, it'd be nice to have a beautiful girl to go to the show with. There was a movie that came out the other day. But back in the day, years ago, I used to do that stuff all the time with women. But the culture, the
Mm,
culture has gotten so poisoned that it's
mm.
people just don't date no more. They
But
don't.
here's the thing, though, Tony, and this is why I have to always say this. Although it is unfair, it's not, but I gotta be real. us men, we're part of the problem. We got our part to play in this as well. We are the one. The reason why women can afford to act the way they can afford to act like in the states is because they have a lot of options. That's the reason why. And these simp men out there who are blowing their head up, DMing them, taking them
Yeah,
out, approaching
yeah,
them,
yeah,
DMing them on dating apps,
yeah.
they're blowing their head up and giving them entitlement.
Right.
Like how can we complain
Yeah,
24/7? Then we're part of that. We're part of that poison. Listen, if men tomorrow, if they said, you know what, I'm gonna stop approaching, I'm gonna stop giving attention to them, I'm gonna stop DMing them, and we would ignore these women like they ignore us, the dating market would be a lot more even. But because we
right.
don't do that, this is why we suffer.
Right. That's why things are so messed up in Parque Jarris and Medellin, because foreigners came here playing the same games like they played in the in the states.
Throwing
You
money.
know,
Yep.
like giving
Simping.
these women. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The last visit to Colombia, the women were much more flaky. Like this girl here, even though she was nice to me, but she was very flaky though. She was very flaky. And I noticed
Mm.
that more and more and more flaky. What do I mean flaky? It's like I call her a female up on there. I say, hey, I'm in town. Let's do some. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, you're back in town. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, okay. Where you staying? I give them the address and everything, and I say, I pay the your cab fare. You don't have to worry about this, all that. All of a sudden, they just don't show up, and they'll give you no explanation reason why they didn't show up.
And you know why that is.
Well, let me tell you something. When I first started going to Colombia, you never had that problem before. But then when you have foreigners coming down there, the passport police,
Hmm.
everybody came down here just really to protect the food and doing and the behavior that they had, it just messed up the dating culture.
You got, he got passport pookies coming down, scratching their nuts and tuxedos.
Yep. And guess what?
Talk to these women, sipping
But,
for them.
but I knew something was wrong when they started putting those signs up talking about go home gringos. I said, oh, this is not good. I felt,
And you know what? And this is why and this is, but I, and this is what I'm saying. Like, but I think it's mostly American men who do this because we're so sexually starved out that we would simp. We would do that. We would offer to buy her the moon, the dinner. I mean, we would offer to buy the moons, the stars, Mars, and Jupiter for dinner. We would offer to do all that. We would offer that. And,
right.
I don't think other men are quite as desperate as what we are. And I think the main reason is the American man. You know, I'm telling you, Tony, there's men out here who would just meet a woman, and just because she gave him attention for the first time ever in his life, he's gonna
Right.
be buying her the moon, the sun, the stars. He's gonna offer her everything.
Put a ring on
And,
it. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and
And those
that's a
women done that.
poison. That is a poison. That is
Yeah.
a poison because that messes up the dating market.
Yeah. Well, they're
And
taking
that's the reason
advantage.
why you hear women complaining too. Because what that does, see, everything's as a business, right? Everything's a market. If a woman has so many options, that means she can afford to be more picky, which
Uh-huh.
means she is not going to be willing to talk to guys at or around her level in the marketplace. So you
Uh-huh.
have women who are like fives wanting to go for guys who are sevens and eights and up, right? But that five should be going for another five or no more than a six. So
Uh-huh.
since things are so imbalanced in the states, you having women who are out there who are going for men who are 2 or 3 points above their looks level or above their sexual marketplace value, which messes everything up. Everybody's trying to look up, and so they're not willing to date that person at or around their level. So that's a problem. That puts an imbalance in the market, and that's why women are complaining about. And this is what interests me the most, right? When women
Uh-huh.
say guys don't approach them. No, it's guys you want who don't approach you. Like guys like me or other guys might be invisible to you, right? The UPS driver, the milkman, the guy working at the factory or the power plant, right? The guy working for USPS. All those guys work. The guys working flipping burgers at McDonald's. All those guys out around your level, you look right past. So I don't want to hear that guys don't approach you. No, it's guys that you want don't approach you. There's a big
Yeah,
difference there.
that's right. That's a
So
big
I might be preaching Mr. Tone, I'm passionate about this topic.
No.
I feel you. I feel you.
That's good. So, guys, yeah, let's come back on next week, and we're gonna talk about some tangible things. I'm gonna get you guys a list of stocks to buy on the stock market. Okay.
I'm not really into. I mean, I might buy some stocks, Tony, but I want to really get like Bitcoin and
Yeah,
also
Bitcoin stuff.
buy some stuff like gold and stuff and that won't that
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, I got some gold stocks too. I got that too. I'm just gonna just pass some information to you all. Okay.
Okay.
Eric, if you're still on here, thank you, sir. Just look at my phone. Thank you very much for the cash app. Thank you. Eric always supporting. Thank you, Eric. Eric, if you're still on here, thank you very much for the cash app. Thank you very much. $6 cash app. No. So all right, guys.
Yeah, Tony, don't forget to follow me back on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right away. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, do a favor for me. Send me just another message, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, just send me a message. Then I'll just jump on it, then I'll follow you back and after I apologize. But guys, I always demonstrate to all my subscribers, everybody. Thank you all for we had a good live tonight. Make sure you get prepared, okay? Because we got more to talk about. I got some more interesting stuff to talk about next week that you should know. But get prepared, get out of debt, get your money together, get your paper together, and have more streams of income, okay? All right, Justin?
Yeah.
Oh, he go. Okay, he left. All right, smooth life.
All right, Tony. I'll talk to you later.
I see you, brother. Okay, thank you.